They ain't fast and they ain't Felson. They're in the ring, you're ready to fight. Stubborn SemiPro, going head to head tonight. The crowd is roaring, can you feel the heat? Ooh yeah. This battle's got everyone up on their feet. They've trained so hard, they've come so far. Stubborn SemiPro, which one will go? Which one will go? They're on a head-to-head. We can't wait for the show. Stubborn SemiPro, which one will go? Which one will go? They're on a head-to-head. We can't wait for the show. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. They have a rivalry second to none. Smash up, gonna be #1. Pool and billiards is their game. Virtual pool floor is the place it's going down. Watch it all on VP4TV. Savannah Slim and 9ball.com with the comments. And they ain't Felson. They're in the ring, you're ready to fight. Stubborn SemiPro, going head to head tonight. The crowd is roaring, can you feel the heat? Ooh yeah. This battle's got everyone up on their feet. They've trained so hard, they've come so far. Stubborn SemiPro, which one will go? Which one will go? They're on a head-to-head. We can't wait for the show. Stubborn SemiPro, which one will go? Which one will go? They're on a head-to-head. We can't wait for the show. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. They have a rivalry second to none. Smash up, gonna be #1. Pool and billiards is their game. Virtual pool floor is the place it's going down. Watch it all on VP4TV. Savannah Slim and 9ball.com with the commentary.
The magic of Christmas with
Hi guys, welcome to VP4TV, and it's a welcome from the chimpanzee as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and remember this, every little helps.
Oh, son, never mind.
Say goodbye to the dish.
Oops. Well, good evening everybody. Welcome back to VP4TV. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. Are we all hearing me loud and clear? Right, well, we're here on Friday, normally for Friday night 9-ball, but tonight we've got the hot seat match in the virtual Black Ball World Championship for 2023, and this time it's war. Curiously, I haven't seen SemiPro all day since I've been in. Stubb has actually had a bit of practice this afternoon. He took my advice and got a bit of practice, but I haven't seen SemiPro. He's keeping a low profile, or if he has been in, he was in early in the morning when I wasn't home. So, welcome everybody. Too many people have come in to remember who they are, but Steve should be ready. I'm just going to tab out to find him. And the answer to that is no, he isn't. Right, so we've got the semi-final, not the semi-final, the hot seat match, race to 13, loads of predictions coming through. I've stuck my neck in the block, 13-11 to Stubb, because it could be the other way round just as easily. We all know the factors in this game that can catch the players out. The cue ball's probably more likely to catch Stubb out than it will SemiPro, so with that he would be the favourite there. But you've seen how many times a good table suddenly ends up an ugly table. So all of these factors are going to be taking part in this game. They're going to affect it one way or the other. And curiously enough, we've got the two players that are both up to be fined if they bail out of this match before the end. So both of them are the ones that are bailing out before the end of matches and getting fined. So that's still in the cards. We don't know what's going to happen. Right, I'm going to do one more tab. He's bound to be there now because he said he was going to be here. And he still isn't there. So, let's get tabbed over. Now, Friday night 9-ball, I'm not sure if it was full, but an hour ago there was 2 spots left, so I would imagine it is full now. Somebody can let me know if it is. I can't be bothered looking. Welcome to Matt, Coldest Pillow, Mark, Wit. Who else was there? Well, anybody else that's watching. So, Cobra as well. On Cobra's back in SemiPro. I still don't see him. He's going to, I think SemiPro's maybe going to get down the mess Stubb around technique tonight and make sure that Stubb's sitting in the room waiting on him, but I don't think Stubb will make a move until he sees SemiPro. Right, one more tab out. Well, good evening, good afternoon to Steve.
Good evening, afternoon.
Well, I've did all the hype for this during the week, so did you see any of my videos?
No. You did some. I take it they're funny by the way you're laughing?
Well, I actually did another one I never got a chance to upload because the vocal in it was much, much better. Because I've been using some of these AI music sites, but the last one I made one a while ago there, and I never had time to upload it, but it was far, far better vocals. Anyway, yeah, I've been messing around and trying to get into each player's head. It won't bother Stubb. I said to the guys, I said to a couple of the guys in the room earlier on, when I showed Stubb the link to the video and he watched it, he came back and his only words were, "I'm going to F Semi up." That's all he said. So I predicted 13-11 to Stubb. Welcome to Bedhead. Steve's prediction will be, well, very easy to guess. He's going to go for the more refined player at this game, I would have no doubt. I'll let Steve explain that to you, if he's still awake.
The finer points of this game, well, I mean, I think SemiPro should drill Stubb. That's my opinion. We'll see how he plays. I think if SemiPro plays well, it's not going to be close at all.
Yeah, well, look at that for a prediction. Cobra 13-6 to Semi and Fast Eddie 13-6 to Stubb. Toss a coin.
I just cannot see Stubb winning 13-6. I mean, if SemiPro struggles, then it'll be a close match.
Oh,
There's no way Stubbs winning by a landslide like that.
By the way, did all of you guys get a chance to go to YouTube and go to the World Snooker Tour channel, and you can watch Sean Murphy's 147 that he did in the snooker shootout? The first 5 minutes are 15 seconds a shot. The remaining time is 10 seconds a shot, and he did a 147. First time that's ever happened. Some achievement, that.
That's pretty cool.
Well, SemiPro is sitting in here. It's already at least 2.5 minutes past the hour. He's let Stubb do his usual rather than messing Stubb around. And we'll see how many disconnects that we have tonight, I wonder. That's what the guys have been thinking about as well. Taking bets now, many disconnects Stubb's going to have. I mean, he might be moaning right now, saying he can't get into the room.
Oh, he can get in the room. He's just being Stubb.
What was the score last night? Because I had to go to bed. I never got a chance to see the end of the session, but I do know that USA were getting ripped a new arsehole, as they say. I think they were getting pummeled. I think they won a match. I know they won a match. I don't know whether they won anything else last night. So it'd be something like what, 6-1 or 6-2 or something. Somebody give me the update and the score, because I haven't a clue what happened. And SemiPro's been muted as well. He's going to complain. Why do you mute me? Why do you mute me? I don't cause any trouble. Why do you mute me?
He wanted me to mute Stubb. I'm like, if I'm muting Stubb, I'm muting you too.
Well, that should cover the match. So we are now 4 minutes past the hour. And patiently we wait. So remember, we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube. If you fancy trying Kick, if you're having problems, go to Kick and type in 9ball.com, you'll find me there. And also on my YouTube gaming page that I now have, I'm live on that right now as well.
Coldest P says, what do I think of the Moscone Cup? Well, that's opening the can of worms. I mean, it's a tragedy what's happening.
That table, by the way, is like grease lightning. That's why VP4 tournament tables are slow. That's why I keep telling you that. Tournament tables are slow.
That table is not that fast.
It definitely is fast looking at it.
It plays tight, and I'll tell you something, it's going to get worse because as that cloth breaks in with those tight pockets, you're going to see even more balls hang up.
Did you see the first match with Jason Shaw? The very first session, the first day, Jason Shaw and SVB. SVB fell apart like a cheap suit. So he gifted the first rack. You know,
the Moscone Cup has not been his forte, and they got Gorst, and Gorst has really struggled too. I mean, arguably Gorst and Shane are the two best players there. I mean, the only guy on Europe that plays that speed is Filler. So, for them to be getting drilled like this is pretty sad.
Right, so Cobra seems to be the one that is having issues with the sound being out of sync. I don't know. It all looks good on YouTube to me. I'm looking at my phone and it's perfect. But like I say, give it time to settle down, or choose the alternates. Kick would probably be the best apart from that. So
I wouldn't say that, Coldest P. I think if you took the best 20 guys in Europe, the best 20 guys in the USA, Europe is better. Europe's got a lot of good players.
So Stubb won the lag, broke off, got a ball. And this is probably going to be his most difficult shot here.
Yeah, he doesn't have a whole lot of trouble here. He's got to deal with the one yellow there, and it's really not too bad. I mean, he should be out here.
Right. So, Cobra, you seem to be the only one that's having problems. Refresh it and make sure you're in the right resolution again. Well, we need to have a quick look at these two yellows while he's... I said his most difficult shot was going to be that. In fact, looking at these two yellows, he can get the inside one.
Well,
question is whether he's going to come out of there any good.
The thing is he didn't really want to leave the cue ball there. You wanted to be close to that so you could shoot the one along the rail and draw back. Going forward is tough. You know, you're going to bump the other yellow. You can play the bump, but I don't think it's sitting really that great for it.
You know, he might hit this square across the table, you know, in a dodgy shot up table. That yellow he's looking at right now, he's looking to see if it comfortably goes past the red. Which it does. But it all depends on how this cue ball comes out.
Yeah, there's no problem there. This is the shot that's the problem. He's going to have to do something here with the cue ball because this is really not where you want to be shooting this from. You can try to draw it back from here, but this kind of distance and trying to draw it back is, it's easy to miss the ball.
Yeah,
see, that was the problem.
It's come out more or less square. Yeah.
Well, that's what was going to happen if he just rolled it.
Now, if he just rolls this yellow in, he's going to have a shot on the one that we're looking at right there, that one. And then it's about having the angle to go back up the table to be able to take this one past the 8.
Oh, so, this is all doable. You can, you don't have to go. You can come around the back of that and run into that red.
In fact,
whenever you have a situation like that where there's a ball there, that's a ball you can run into to help you get positioned. So that's the more natural shot actually, is to come around the back of it. Now he may not do that because it's safer hitting it with inside and coming straight out.
Well, I think he wants to hit this soft to make sure it goes in and then take the one in the left that we're looking at. That's why he's played it that way.
Yeah. So he can go forward with this. He's got a good angle to go forward. He's still going to take a little English. That's certainly safer. Actually, with this cue ball, it may take more than a little English. And that's perfect.
Well, he's just going to come back, I think. I don't think he'll do anything else other than just come back because the 8 ball's off the rail. In fact, he didn't even need to. He could stun it.
Yeah. So, good first rack by Stubb.
That's what he wanted. Oh, the Twitch was out of sync for you, Brain. It's a Twitch or restream issue when that's happening. So, first blood goes to Stubb. SemiPro needs that immediate response.
Well, I think Stubb sort of needs to put that kind of pressure on SemiPro.
Well, I think it'll be yellows, probably. Looking at this setup.
I can't see it being anything but yellows.
I mean, that goes into the side.
He's going to shoot this one right now. He's going to roll this and kind of bump this red a little, I think. Nope, he's going to come back and make sure he gets a shot. Good shot. Yeah, I like that better. That was smarter. Make sure you get one. He's going to take the one by the rail and come out and shoot the other one. And then, he's going to need to play shape for that side pocket. I think this is, you want to be a little flat on this, just like that. See, because that way you can slide up. So now you got to decide how you're going to slide up. I mean, you really have to go to the inside of this red, not between it and the rail, but, kind of hold it and stun it across that red. Well, he's going to shoot the side pocket shot. I think that was not a bad idea. He should be okay here.
Well, he's probably going to end up playing this this last yellow right between those two reds. I don't think.
But you got to hit this with a little English if you're not gonna. Oh, okay, he bumped off the red. Well, that's okay.
He came out good as far as that goes.
Yeah. Well, he's really comfortable with this cue ball, and he plays this game really well. So, I mean, he should be running out a lot. Got to avoid the side pocket here. Because I think he's going to play a position to shoot the 8 in the side. He's not happy.
Well, I think he's debating whether. I don't think you can check this enough to hold it, can you? I think he'd be better up running up left as we look.
He's going to shoot it in the side pocket.
No, hang on. He's going the other way. Watch that red up top. Watch that red. Watch that red ball.
Well, it's a little too much speed.
A disaster. That's what happens when you run loose. Well, Stubb now is in command.
He could have played to the other side of it. That's why I said watch out for the side pocket. I thought what he'd do is hit that with a little bit of left English and come up the other side and shoot the 8 in the other side pocket. Because, it's debatable which way is better. The way he went is more natural, which gives you more control. The other way, you got a side pocket you have to avoid, but there's no balls to hook you. But it's a little harder shot. So I'm not saying one way was wrong or right. Myself personally, I would have played for the other side pocket.
So, well, the one that he's looking at off the rail right now, that one would be the one just to get him into the table to take that ball that's a blocker on the right-hand side. If he has a nice enough angle, he might take both of those two balls that are near the top, the short rail.
If I was him right now, I'd shoot this and come back and bump that one that's on the long rail. Get it off the rail. You're gonna have a shot. I would try to move that ball a little because that's one of those more uncomfortable balls.
Yeah, I think maybe what he's scared of is hitting this at the pace to get the cue ball over there. I think he just wants to make sure the ball goes in.
You don't have to hit this that hard. He's not going to do that, so he'll just shoot it up the rail, which is fine as long as you can shoot it easy. He may leave this one red down here by the 8 ball to last.
He's just a wee bit straight in this red. There is a slight angle, but the worry he has is getting out here if he's going to take this one in the short rail.
No, it's no problem. He's got enough angle. He's just got to hit this a little. Don't use a lot of draw. Just a teeny bit below center. It's going to come back. Just like that.
He's playing one outside first.
That's perfect. Yeah, I mean, that's the natural way to play it. Play the one straight into the corner, and then, that's an easy shot to just come straight down the table.
Right, you think then he's going to play the one that's over the corner pocket here and then leave the one down the rail as last? It must be.
I don't think so.
Must be.
Although he got kind of straight on this. You really want a little more angle, but this light cue ball is not going to matter. Now I would have. He's going to play the one on the rail last now. There's no way he's shooting that down the rail.
I think he needs to drag into this just to get the cue ball rolling. Well, he's playing it dead weight. He's okay.
That's perfect. Got a little angle, can move it off the rail.
Well, it's not frozen as we've seen. There's a good few millimetres between that ball and the rail, so he should pop this in no problem, as long as he does it at the right pace. So, Stubbs going to be breaking in rack number 3 with a 2-0 lead.
Well, this is sort of a little situation like the U.S. team has been facing in the Mosconi Cup. As a player, you always run into these things where, one little thing goes wrong, the other guy's playing good, now you're down 2-0, and, this is the time when you need to dig in.
Well, there's a disaster there for Stubb now.
Yeah, well, it's not a disaster yet. I mean, this is when SemiPro needs to dig in and just, stay calm and know that he's,
Well, here's the thing, Steve.
He's still the favorite.
He's the one about using your free shot positively here. So let's see what he does.
SemiPro's good at that kind of stuff. Got to watch out you don't make the black here. So, unless those balls are dead, I can't imagine he's not going to. Yeah, they're close to dead. Maybe not quite. Well, he's taking the red, so it doesn't matter what the yellows are.
Well, he's still in an open table. Remember, that was his free shot. So
yeah,
he can. I mean, I don't think he'll change his mind now, but
no. And the thing is I think he's going to leave that one ball to last. He's going to. He's got kind of a funny angle here because he really wanted to shoot the one up in the side pocket, by the side pocket, and then the one that's closest to the rail, and he doesn't have a good angle on this. It's almost worth shoot. It's almost. Yeah, he's just funny. That is not where you wanted to put the cue ball here, and that's why he's looking back and forth trying to decide what am I going to shoot next. Because, he was really easy shot to get on the 8 ball if he could shoot that one by the rail last, but, he's not.
Well, it's the fact that he's stuck to the rail as well, so he's limited what he can do here.
Yeah, I mean, this is not really what you want. He's going to have to do that and play the one in the side pocket last.
No, that's going to be the problem. How he is in this last red to get down behind there for the 8 ball, that's going to be awkward.
I would go forward here, and you got to really hit this on this, and that's the problem. See, that's the problem with that cue ball. You got to really hit it. So here we go. The bad thing about this situation is he can come to the low side on either side. But the bad thing about this situation is those two yellows sitting by the rail.
Right, why don't
if
you
run into those? I don't think you'll have a shot.
That's perfect. If it bounces,
oh yeah, it's going to bounce.
Not an awful lot. It hasn't.
Oh, that's plenty. He's not going to miss this. Gotta be a little bit careful about. Yeah, he's going to draw this, not take a chance of scratching.
Well done.
Yeah, you're not going to miss that kind of ball. It would be a dog in it if you missed that.
Well, that's probably adequate punishment for Stubbs scratching the break. So we're now back on serve, to use a tennis way of describing it. Balls have gone in. Table is good, apart from the fact the cue ball's just sitting awkward.
Well, he's taking red.
Yeah.
I can imagine he won't. So, the U.S. team is what I like to say they're like cats. And if you ever watch cats, you watch cats like, looking at something like a bird or something, there's 2 or 3 cats. They're looking at it with big eyes, and they look at each other. What's that? What's my buddy going to do? They look at each other. And if one of them gets scared, they all get scared and they all run. Because, if they see one of them run, then the other one's like, oh shit, what's he running for? I'm running too. And I think that's the U.S. Moscone team right now, is that they're just feeding off each other's
fear, anxiety,
and being uncomfortable. And it's somebody got to step up and be. Well, look at this. Somebody's got to be the guy. They need a couple people. They unfortunately Shane has just not played well in these team things. But you've got like Skyler. He's real solid.
Oh dear, there we go. First one of the night, a Cobra.
You need to have somebody on that team kind of leading the way and settling everybody down.
Well, Stubbs got out of a hole there with a fluke. I think he's nailed that yellow to the rail, though. I'm pretty certain he has. Well, it's not far off it.
I think he's going to shoot it right now.
Matt's asking you what your culinary delights are at the moment, Steve.
I'm having a Mexican coffee, which is basically like a cappuccino with habanero in it and cinnamon and chocolate. And I've got chips and salsa.
Uh-oh, is that going to get there? I'm glad you explained that, Steve, because I thought it was a Mexican housemaid that had made it. I thought that's what you meant. I'm glad you actually explained there was ingredients to that.
I don't have a Mexican housemaid.
Well, don't forget, this all came about from SemiPro hanging a red, but Stubb had a bang to split the yellows and missed the pot, fluked it into the side, and this is the end result. But he ain't going to get out of here, put it that way. He ain't getting out.
Well, he just tried something crazy, and it didn't work. So now he's got real trouble because he doesn't have any place he can hide. You know, with SemiPro having a ball down at the other end of the table, and this is why it's real important to have that ball down at the other end of the table, because otherwise you could play behind something. Well, Stubb's got a chance to win here. This is doable. He's got to shoot it in the side pocket almost though to get this 8-ball out of there. I don't see how he's going to get to the 8-ball, and it is very tight.
That ain't going into a side pocket, I'll tell you that right now. It's not going in there.
He'll shoot it, it'll go off the titty and go in the corner. But that's what's going to get the cue ball going. It would probably hit the red that's closest to the black. He's going to try to go forward and
hit the red.
This is not going to work. Well, he's probably going to go wide of this red. You hit this hard, it's going to go dead sideways. He's probably going wide on the wrong side of the red.
Well, he ain't using right English to get this cue ball moving.
Well, I just with this cue ball, I don't see how this shot can work.
Well, SemiPro is going to have difficulty breaking that red out because that red's too far into the pocket, is it not?
I don't know about that.
Is he going to be able to get anything on this to bump them right now? It'd be a hard push to do that, I think.
It's tricky.
No, why doesn't he give the one in the rail a bang? And
he can play the combination and leave that one on the rail sitting in front of the pocket in a little better spot, and then he can break it out. That's what I think the shot is. Just roll that. Now he's going to play for a free ball, which is, it's risky because he didn't hook Stubb, and here we go with the blast. Of course, Stubb's going to fix his problem for him right now. I don't see Stubb playing anything dainty here. The chili was meant to go in the nachos. Well, till you've had one of these Mexican hot chocolates or Mexican coffees, Matt, these things are really good.
Well, if he hits the right side of the yellow, he's going to combo the two reds here.
No, he's going to try to be tricky, and all he's going to do is sell out.
Well, he caught the red anyway, so it was a foul immediately.
Well, he's going to use this to get that 8-ball clear.
Well, now he's got ball in hand. It's going to be a fairly straightforward job.
He's going to use this to clear the 8-ball. The only thing that you can really do wrong here is making the 8-ball. There's not a whole lot else that can go wrong. I think he'll just play straight onto the 8-ball and, put it out into the table.
What's he doing here? Just moving the yellow out of the way.
He's going to move the yellow. Well,
just going to leave the 8 where it is.
Well, and that's fine too. He just needs to do something under control. That's the right way to play. Whether you move the 8 there or the yellow, whatever you do is under control.
That wasn't the right thing to do, because that's a fatal mistake, freeing up the 8 ball and missing the red. He's going to be cursing himself there. That's a big blunder.
Yeah, this is
that's a huge mistake.
The evil SemiPro has taken over here.
And that's what the pressure does to you.
Well,
stop now, 3-1 in front with the break.
SemiPro puts a lot of pressure on himself, and I guess that's kind of a dumb statement, Captain Obvious. I mean, pressure is really always self-inflicted.
Right, so table's not that great. I don't know whether you can see that red.
Yeah,
no, we can't really. In fact,
I like the reds. I like the reds better than the yellows, but
he hasn't got a shot. He's no shot at all here.
But he can play safe. This is just where you brush that red and put the cue ball right on the rail. That's what I do. I just brush the red and try to lock up the cue ball on it. He looks like he's going to play the bank, which, yeah, you know, it's not a terrible shot. I don't think I'd want to shoot it myself. I'd rather do something a little bit more safer. But I mean, if you make it, the run out's doable.
Why doesn't he just roll to the short rail and come into the back of the red? You know, just rest it onto that red in the corner. Why doesn't he do that?
You could do that too. I mean, that's not a bad shot.
Well, it's the most obvious one.
But you've got to hit a ball. So I like the one that's close to him. Just brush that and try to pin the red on it. It's a touchy little shot. If you try to roll behind that one, you know, that's not bad either. Just try to bump that red and get behind it. I think you're probably going to leave a shot on the yellow on the side, though, if you try that.
Oh, I don't know what the hell that was, because that was nothing.
He tried to make the yellow on the side, I think.
Well, this is a table where there's still work to be done, but the thing is, I mean, he's on a yellow into the side. What did he pot there? Did he pot a red or a yellow? Red.
Well, the most important thing, if you're in a situation that SemiPro is just, you know, keep doing the same thing. Don't panic. You know, just keep doing the same thing. And
missing balls over pockets, leaving them over pocket? No, not doing that, right?
No, when I say keep doing the same thing, I mean, you know, keep doing your same routine,
keep
same
discipline.
Rhythm.
Yeah.
Just and know that things are going to turn on and you're going to start playing better. That's the thing, you know.
Right.
One of the most important things somebody ever said to me was my mentor, who I asked him what to do when I was nervous, and he said, well, just realize that's normal and it'll go away. And that's what I started doing, and it does work, you know.
Right.
As soon as you start worrying about it.
Right. What I'm worried about is this presumably 8 balls going up in the corner, up in that other corner.
This is no problem. This is simple.
It doesn't go in the side, so up table.
Yeah. See, he's straight in on it because he understands this cue ball. Most people come up short on that.
So SemiPro with a chance to square the match here on his break.
Yeah. I mean, he's fine. He just
cue
needs
ball's
to keep
gone.
doing what he's doing.
Another disaster. I mean, these disasters are happening at the wrong time here. Just when SemiPro's got a chance to get back on par, he's blown himself out of the water again. And look at these balls here. We've got 3 pairs on the table.
Yeah.
We've got red and yellow at the bottom, red and yellow in the middle, red and yellow up top.
They're both pretty good. I think I'll probably take reds, but you could take either one. The thing is, there's a lot of pressure on Stubb because, you know, he's got to run out.
Yeah,
he's got to keep running out, because if he doesn't keep running out, he's not winning this match.
Yeah, he'll be taking his time, making sure before he commits. He's going to play. Is he playing the yellow onto the red? I mean, he's got ball in the hand here in the kitchen, so he doesn't have to play anything onto anything. He can just put himself on anything he wants to clear up here.
He's looking to make the table a little better.
Well, sometimes trying to make the table better when it's not really all that bad is maybe a wrong move.
Well, as long as you're doing something under control, that's the thing. Don't do anything stupid like slamming balls. Do it under control and you're fine.
Well, I think he's scratching his head at the moment and sort of not ready to commit. And how much is this going to annoy SemiPro? Next thing that will happen is he'll disconnect. That'll annoy him even more. So it's yellows now.
Well,
I don't know.
Thought maybe he should have tried to clear that yellow on the rail up on top behind the red.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I mean, why play that one when he's got that? When you've got to get to this one, to me, that's a bad move. That is a bad move there by Stubb.
I don't think it's hard to get to it, but then playing position with that red sitting there is tricky.
It's going to be hard to get to it. I can guarantee that because not only can you move the cue ball down towards it, but can you move it into the area where you're going to see enough of the yellow to pot it? That's debatable. I think he shot himself in the foot here, Stubb.
I think his biggest problem is moving the cue ball. Of course, if he leaves that one to last, he doesn't really have to do much with the cue ball.
Well, we'll see if this pans out the way he's hoping it does, but well.
So I was watching Ultimate Pool on TV last night, and interesting, watching a woman play, pretty good player. I guess she's 4-time world champion, Emma something. And it was interesting because they play with a 30-second shot clock, and then it's a 20-minute match or race to 4, whichever one happens first. And when they get down to the last 4 minutes, they go to a 15-second shot clock. That's pretty interesting, watching 15-second shot clock.
Well, just do the same thing and do what the snooker pros were doing there, down to a 10-second shot clock on a 12-foot table.
You can't even walk around the table in 10 seconds.
Well, Stubbs on the problem yellow. It's not the one he's going to be taking, though. I think the beauty about that 147 map was because the first 5 minutes are 15 seconds. I mean, even a 15-second shot clock, you don't have time to stand and debate a shot in snooker. So I think that helped Sean Murphy. He just got on with it, and he said in his interview that after he'd potted that first red, got on the black and saw the lay of the balls, he fancied his chances right from the off. And when he got the connection to open the reds, everything went pretty good. He did play a couple of good shots though late on, and everything turned out perfect in the end.
For a pro that plays at a fast rhythm, 10-second shot clock isn't that big a deal. Well, look at that. He almost went right into the pocket.
Well, he's good, and he's got there. And he's took advantage of SemiPro's scratch. Restores his lead to 2 racks. Oh, Stubbs done it as well now. Cue ball's gone. You've got to laugh.
I'm sure Stubbs not laughing.
Just when he's got the advantage, he's handed it back to SemiPro to get back in this. So here we go. This is take 2, folks. SemiPro 2 racks down. Stubbs just scratched. SemiPro with a free shot and the chance to run out and then break next rack.
Well, I think he's going to take the reds. And I think he's going to probably shoot the combo yellow-red. The red that's sitting next to the yellow. I mean, he can shoot that combo and then shoot the one next to it back up in the corner. I mean, it looks pretty good. Well, he's not lining up like he's going to do that.
He's not giving himself an angle to do that, so this is just to get this. Oh. It's probably going to get off the yellow, maybe. You know, like that.
Yeah. I'm not sure I like that play because it turns that yellow loose, but...
So that's a free shot going, still an open table. And
he may shoot this one on the side right now just to get rid of it. He's also got that one up in the corner, so he's got a lot of options.
There's no problem there. I mean, that's a simple combo with the red onto the red over the pocket.
Yeah, I mean, this is not hard from here. He should run out.
Now, see, again, although it was the wrong angle and the red into the side, why not take it? Because there was no way he wasn't going to have another shot to follow it. I think the concern I've got here is getting down for this red sooner rather than later, considering the 8 ball's back up where he is.
Well, I like shooting that red in the corner because then you can shoot the red next to the yellow right after it.
Yeah, and this is a dinky little combo. He's going to have to push the red into the rail to bump the red into the corner pocket.
Yeah, well, that's a good shot. I think he's kind of solved his problem. This other red goes on the side, too, so he may be shooting it there. We'll see what he decides to do. He's going to go in the corner.
Well, he might have been trying to play for that red behind the 8 ball there, but he's hooked himself.
No, he's gonna go through here. No, he's on the ball he was playing.
You sure?
He needs to be able to. He needs to be able to brush that yellow. He didn't want to be in this situation, but he's gonna have to brush the yellow and go through. Well, he's gonna back up. I guess he's just deciding to leave that one up there for last, and that's a good angle. This is like 2 rails, left English 2 rails.
To me, this is still going to be awkward. No. Let's have a look what he's got.
It's not going to be that bad if he gets on it good.
Well, he's slightly...
He can draw this if he wants, or he can go forward. It's his choice. He can go either way.
Well, he's got to juice this up. Well, again...
No, that's good enough.
A testy one.
He's not going to miss this. I mean, is it missable? Yeah, but... You just don't expect good players to miss this shot.
There it goes. So this time Stubb gets the punishment. Now can SemiPro stay in the table here with the cue ball? Yes, he can. Yellow's going in. Another one's going in. In fact, half a dozen yellows have gone in, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And he's probably going to have to take reds.
Look at the reds. And look at the 8 ball. He's got to take reds.
That's why he's going to have to take reds.
Yeah. And he's perfect to get this little bump, as long as he doesn't stick himself to something, and that's turned out good. So, the only concern is the one in the middle of the short rail. That's the problem, because I'm sure the yellow's blocking it into the other corner pocket. Yes, it is. So that's the one to get to, and he might be going down there now. No,
do you guys know who Emma, the Wookiee Cunningham, is? Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is she an ugly, hairy-looking woman? If she's called Wookiee?
No, she's not. She's not hairy and she's not ugly. I don't know why she's called the Wookiee, but good player. I was watching her last night. Great shot maker. Cue ball's a little loose, but a great shot maker.
She is chunky, right? So that's another way of saying she's a fat girl, is she?
I don't know. I'm not going there.
We're trying to be politically correct here, aren't we? Whereas I'll just come right out and say it. Well, this is a shot. And that's as good as you're going to be on it. And then it'll be... well, depending on the angle it leaves in the red, it'll be red and then onto the short rail at the bottom and back into the table.
That was a little gentle. That was kind of the dog stroke there. But he hit that good.
Oh, he's left it just a wee bit short.
Yep.
You'd always like to open that angle up by letting the cue ball run up, but you know the cue ball doesn't want to do that, and he's done it again.
Well, he hit it the way you can't hit that. You can overcut that a little bit, but you can't undercut it, because if it hits the long rail, it's not going in.
Well, that's another big fail from SemiPro. You know, you've got to mark them on his card. You know, that's a table that he'd done the hard part. He'd done the hard part up top.
The thing is, as a player, you have to know that the only way you're probably missing that shot is undercutting it. Because if you overcut it a little, it's still fine. And so you gotta play that shot a little thin.
See the scary thing about this table and that cue ball. That shot that Semi had there on the last red. The harder he hits that ball to try and get the cue ball back up into the table, the more top spinning the cue ball, and the more it doesn't want to do it. And that, you know, he never got the sort of balance right, and he left himself that wee bit short just to make it testy.
It all started when he hit the ball that was on the rail so easy, and then left himself long with that angle.
Yeah, that's a big.
Well, that's just sloppy.
Big turn again here. Still retaining his lead.
He's got the whole table to roll down, and he moves the cue ball a foot.
I think this is dry. It's dry, and he might play the. Well, that's not going to be an easy combo. Wrong button there. That's not really set great. I mean, the combo looks simple, but the 8-ball's too tight. So, SemiPro, whatever he does, he's got more work to do.
Yeah, your huge advantage goes away as soon as you start making mistakes like those. You know, all of a sudden his advantage is gone. So, Chris Melling is playing in this ultimate pool. Chris Melling, Gareth Potts, this Cunningham girl she's a player, I'm telling you, you gotta watch her.
What is it they're playing? Is it 9-ball or 10-ball?
It's ultimate pool.
Well, what's that again?
You don't remember the conversations we've been having about ultimate pool? It's a new type of pub pool.
I don't remember what you said 2 minutes ago in commentary, let alone what you told me a week ago or a fortnight ago.
They call them international rules. It's like a modified form of blackball.
Right. Oh, that's what I need you to. I'm going to get you to explain this to the guys as well. The 10-ball update that you did. Explain to the guys how that works in Iraq. Explain a scenario how that works in Iraq to the guys.
Wasn't the change log sufficient to explain
it? No. Of course it wasn't, because you wrote it. That's why it wasn't sufficient enough. So I want you to explain a scenario where I'm at the table and I'm going to pot the 10-ball legally, and it's going to get respotted.
The rule change is basically that you have to make the 10-ball last. So no more combos or whatever. You can't win early in the rack. You have to run the whole rack out. That's basically the rule change.
Right.
So the way it works, as far as the 10-ball goes, is like anything else. Like if you make the 10-ball in the break, it comes up. If you want to shoot the 10-ball during the rack, you can. You have to call it, just like you would have to call in the other balls. And
yes,
you know, when it goes down, you're still shooting.
You're still at the table. So if you're in a bit of a spot and your only option would be to play a combo in the 10-ball, you can call the 10-ball, play the combo, stay at the table, and the 10-ball comes back up, and then you try and run out. Right now, see, now I understand it. I needed a scenario explained. See, that's why I mean you have to explain things in numpty terms for people like me to understand. I start reading between the lines and making up my own answers.
And what they're trying to do is remove more luck out of the game.
He's okay, I think.
There's another way you can remove even more luck out, although I don't think they'll do this, but you can do something where anytime somebody misses a ball, you have the option of handing the table back to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think they'll do that. But that was proposed at one point here in the U.S.
And the other thing I proposed in a room the other day, I think Cobra was there, and his answer was no. I said, What if Steve added the break box into the 10-ball tournament?
Well, you can put break box on it, but you know the thing about 10-ball is it's not so important there. You know the reason why there's break box and 9-ball is
Because of the pattern breaking and that type of thing.
Well, is the 9-ball, it's easy to make balls.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 10-ball is a lot different. It's harder to make balls. It's harder to control where the balls are going. You know, you don't really need break box.
Yeah, I just wanted it in to annoy Cobra though. So SemiPro has got himself back in the same position he's been in probably 3 times already, where he's at the table. He's made his commitment. He's trying to improve his yellow.
And he does.
Got rid of the red.
So this is still not a gimme table. Because,
it definitely isn't. He's got to either play a combo or get right onto the rail and play the one that's a blocker.
He needs to get down here on the rail, I think. That combo isn't going to be that appealing unless you get on it really good. He might even shoot the combo right now.
I think he's going to have to, because looking at what he's got left, I mean, this is the one that would get him into the gap, but it's a narrow window to get into that gap.
Well, but he can play position. The one up in the corner, he can shoot that and try to get position. And if he doesn't get there, he's always got the other one on the rail. He decides to take the combo then, which was probably the best choice as long as you felt good about the combo. And this ball that's on the rail goes by the other yellow, so that's a good situation. I'm a little surprised he's not shooting the one on the rail now. I guess he's trying to get on it better.
Well, this is just going to be a gentle dink, I think.
This is easy. He's going to dink this, and then he's going to dink the next one along the rail.
Now, after
he's going to shoot the ball on the rail here.
Well, after he's dinked, how does he get to this 8-ball? That's the question.
You may play it off the red on the side, although that's a little touchy. You got to hit just a little piece of it.
I think he's got your idea in mind here, Steve. The way he's looking, I don't think he's looking at anything. Is he trying to draw into the gap? No, he's trying to play your shot.
He can shoot this straight in. He may just go straight in with it, or he could go off the red. There's a dead zone in between there where if you don't hit the red, but you go a little wide, it's not going to go in. Obviously, being short's no good.
Played it perfect. Oh no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. He's gone to the jaw and it's caught too much of the jaw. Now, does that red doesn't go, and Stubbs got that issue to deal with.
Yeah, and that's
it doesn't go anywhere. That red. He doesn't have any
choice but shoot the one next to it, which is the one that's easiest to break it out with. He's got to shoot this.
I don't know that he's got the angle to do that though. Let's have a look.
He shoots this, and then he comes down to about the head string, and then shoots the one in the corner and breaks it out. That's his play here. He's going to roll forward, get the cue ball about on the head string, so he's back cutting this one. And
well, he's got to be careful with that. It's a big pocket if he catches the 8-ball first.
Oh, he can't hit the 8. If he hits the 8, there's a real good chance he's making it. I mean, he could hit it into the rail, but you know, if you try to hit into the rail, you could scratch too. Well, he's got to play for the red.
Cobra had the right idea there. Maybe Cobra's idea was a better idea to actually drop down.
I like what he's done here with this angle. The only problem here is with this light cue ball. It's hard to get this thing to get on a line to break those out.
Yeah, but you see, Cobra's idea was to try and get the cue ball down behind the red and play the red onto the 8 into the side and break the thing out. That might have been a better idea. That ain't going to work.
Well, that's the problem with that angle. That's what I was saying. That angle with this light cue ball, with a normal cue ball, that's no problem with that cue ball. So this is where you just play safe.
Oh, I mean, more than obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, you roll up and you lock the cue ball and the red right against the rail. You bump the 8. Over the long rail, and the red is going to go right to the long rail, and the cue ball is going to go right to the long rail right behind the red.
Well, I think he's more concerned about improving anything in that 8-ball where Semi could kick it in. I think that's what he's worried about.
But how are you going to kick it in when it's on the long rail?
Well, whether he could execute your idea is a different thing.
See, this is just stupidity here. There's no way he should have he should lose this rack, and now he's just brought that in the realm of possibilities. He had an easy safety, an easy lockup safety, where he wasn't going to lose unless SemiPro got really lucky, and instead he does something really dumb.
Well,
and this is a do or die shot now.
Well, it's not in one sense of the word, but what he's going to do is improve this 8-ball. He's going to move the red, and SemiPro's going to kick it in or have a kick.
No, this is an all or nothing. He's not getting safe here.
Well,
this is all or nothing.
You think he's going to have a bang?
Oh, he's going to shoot this. He's going to shoot this, yeah. There's no way he's trying to play safe at this point. There's no good safety here.
Well, if he sends it to the rail and it comes back out and he gets the cue ball down here, is he hoping to cover it?
That's a hard shot. He's going to shoot this. There's no doubt in my mind he's shooting. He's going to shoot a bank probably.
Well,
I mean, but this is all or nothing. This should have been a guaranteed win, like 99% for Stubb. And instead, at best, he's got 50-50 chance of winning.
Here we go. Well,
yeah. So that's just. I mean, it's just.
He ended up nothing. Now, if he did that, why not give it an almighty bang and send it around the table? It's got 1 in 6 chance of getting into a hole.
Yeah,
And now we're 5 apiece.
I don't know, but he did completely the wrong thing. He had a very easy safety, and instead he shoots a ball, and then he ends up with that for a bank. And
well,
that's just...
now the pressure's changed a wee bit. The reason is he's got a ball and he's got a table that can be run out, but he's got to be careful because the Reds have a problem in the side rail there. He wants to take the yellows, I think, for that reason, and he's not sitting great. Well, he's in a yellow up table.
He's got a lot of choices for yellows. He's fine. I mean, if he wants the yellows, he can certainly take them. I mean, I think they're both sitting pretty good. If it was me, I might favor the yellows, but the Reds are okay. I mean, they're sitting maybe a little worse.
By the way, I think there's a 15-minute delay on being able to chat and kick. I took that off, so anybody that ever fancies moving over to kick for a more immediate stream, then you can just jump in and chat straight away.
Should I go to kick? I'll go to kick and try that.
Because we've eternally got 1 in kick. I don't know whether that's a bot or not. But we've got 19 on YouTube, 7 on Twitch.
Mature content warning, you have to be 18 or older to watch this?
Well, I think you're okay with that, Steve. I'll vouch for you. So Stubb did commit to the yellows. I think that was fairly obvious he was going to do that. Now, is he going to hold his nerve because he's looking to retain his lead? Now, yeah,
I mean, this is a pretty easy table. He should get out unless he does something dumb.
Well, this cut that he's got into the corner, the yellow goes into the side, so if he cuts the yellow into the corner and checks up a wee bit, maybe, I don't even know whether he needs to. He is checking it a wee bit, just so that he can get on the one on the side. That's, I think, the idea here. And then maybe take the yellow that's right next to that yellow that he's looking at. He might be taking that next to get it out of the way. But again, this is the issue here. Now that yellows can be got at. And he didn't check it enough. He needed a bit more on it. He's now awkward in that yellow into the side. He wanted to square that up a good bit more, so he was sitting like there. So,
yeah, but this isn't a bad shot. You just stun this and it goes down, comes off the end rail, and then you shoot the other yellow on the rail. He's going to go with the yellow on the rail first, it looks like.
No,
which is also a very easy shot.
Well,
but this getting on this ball extended from the side pocket. If you
Well,
get on this funny now, you could be trouble.
Well,
And that
that's
good.
better. So now I think he can just roll it in, then yellow on the right side, and he needs to stop the cue ball to make sure he can see enough of the yellow to the left of the red, and then 8 ball either into the side where the 2 reds are on the right side, or back into this right-hand corner.
Yeah, this is pretty simple. And this is what Stubb does good. He pockets balls, he runs out. What he doesn't do good is play safe and move.
Now, let's see what he does. Right, so this is just dead weight, nothing else, and through to about there. Or that into the side. You just got to
hit this a teeny bit harder than you think, and that's perfect.
So, again, just keeping semi-pro at arm's length.
Yeah, so the question of this match, now that we've got a close match, is going to be, is it going to be SemiPro losing from dogging it, or is it going to be Stubb losing it from doing something dumb?
Well, he's got a ball, and he's again got an ugly table at the bottom here.
Yeah, I think you almost have to take the yellows. You could take the reds. I mean, they're both doable. Me personally, I like the yellows, but he's thinking of whether he wants to shoot this yellow in the pocket or not. I mean, the thing is where that yellow sitting, that red's going in anyways, so you might as well shoot it if you want yellows. Otherwise, he'll take reds, and that ball's going to follow in every time.
Well, if he doesn't take the one that's over the pocket, he's got a dodgy cut down here.
No, he won't take yellows if he's doing that, and that's a very
well.
Good
That's
shot.
Worked out pretty good.
I don't know how good he came out of this, though. I'm not sure he has a shot.
No, he doesn't.
That's a little unlucky there. I mean, obviously that kind of shot,
he's nailed on the red.
Able to control it.
He is locked out here, good and proper.
Yeah, what I'd be doing here is kicking to the behind this yellow over here, and coming off that yellow and trying to lock it on the other yellow. That's what I'd be doing. He's going to try to move the 8 down here where it doesn't go because his yellow's in the front of the pocket, and that's not a bad play. I mean, the only problem is there's other pockets it goes in, but that's not a bad play.
I haven't seen Traveling TT either. No. Well, have you tried using his going to his profile and sending him a message? Because if he's a moderator, he should have his email active, so that if you send him an email or a message in his profile, it should be forwarded to his email, and he should get it in his PC or his phone or whatever. So I would try that first.
Let me see if he sent me a message.
Yeah, the thing is at this time of year, people end up getting busy doing other things, so it's not any major reason to get alarmed if he's, he's maybe in preparation for Christmas, get visitors coming over, you never know what's happening.
Well, I haven't had a message from him.
So you haven't had a response? Well, maybe he hasn't got his email active, or maybe it went into a spam folder and he hasn't checked that. Well, stop giving the red a blast, trying to open up the pocket.
Open up the pocket, and that's a no-go.
Now, is he going to get crazy here again? I think he is. Knowing Stubb, I think he will. I think he's got a good angle in this red, and he might try to get a bump of the 8 ball here. Because he's
is Fast Eddie watching this?
I haven't seen him. I don't know whether he's in the chat. He might be playing in Friday Night 9 ball. I don't know.
Well, this is a situation here for Stubb with his 8 ball.
Yeah, he's trying to get another. Well, he's caught the yellow instead. He into the cue ball too much.
I'll tell you what. See, if I was him, I wouldn't be doing all this, because having that yellow over the pocket's perfect, because you can try to run the cue ball back behind the 8 ball and you can't scratch. And if you get it behind the 8 ball, there's plenty of shots there. You've got a side pocket and 2 corner pockets. So I wouldn't worry that much about it. I would just get myself a shot where I can run it down table and try to get behind the 8. He's sitting here trying to clear this pocket, but the 8's plenty far enough away from the pocket to run behind it.
Mm-hmm. Fast Eddie's there. He's in the chat. Now he's making it worse, is he? Not necessarily. That worked.
But he's sitting there thinking he made a great shot, and I'm sitting here thinking, this is the wrong way to play this because
that's the way Stubb does it.
Too many chances.
It's the way he does it. He always does it his way.
That looks really good, but it's really not that good.
No, he got lucky. Let's be honest. He got seriously lucky there that he popped it right on the face and it pushed the yellow in. Yeah, Fast Eddie is in the chat, Steve, if you want to ask him something.
Well, you had sent a message to support about the 10-ball rule clarification. I take it that my explanation was...
So you see, that'll prove my point that I'm not the only numpty.
Why would that not have been a win? Well, he's asking why it wasn't a win like it used to be. Well, that was explained in the history change log. I mean, they changed the rules. That's the WPA rules.
Well, hang on a minute.
So that's what we're using. We're using the WPA rules. So I just updated it to be current.
So the lead goes back to 2. This time with Stubb on the break to make it 3. Got balls going in.
The thing is about 10-ball, and this is a pretty good table. He could be out here. The thing is about 10-ball is that I've played 10-ball tournaments where it's not call shot. Slop counts, just like 9-ball. So it's basically like playing 9-ball, but with 10 balls.
Mm-hmm.
I've played actually in quite a few tournaments that were done like that. That's not really. That's not really.
It's not the norm, though, is it? It's not the norm.
It's not really the right way to play it, but the thing is that will make the matches go faster.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why some tournaments do that.
Well, Stubb on the reds, and if he can, I think he can see the one he's looking at. Yes, he can.
Well, I don't have any better way of contacting Traveling TT than you guys do. Well, I can only email him.
He's in trouble now. He's going to have to cut this to the side. That's the only option he's got, or cut the other one up table into the corner. Neither of them are easy.
Well, the side pocket's an easy shot. It's just controlling the cue ball, and it should miss that other red and come back down the table. Yeah, I don't think this shot into the side pocket's that difficult because the angle it's at that pocket's really big.
Nice.
He's looking at the other one in the corner too, which I think is a harder shot. I think the cut in the side is the shot to shoot.
He's still not made his mind up.
You're just going to come back down and probably run into the cue ball that's near the rail there. I don't think it'll hit the cue ball that's out in the middle of the red that's out in the middle of the table. I think it'll avoid that and come back down and run towards the red. It'll go 2 rails into that red probably.
Well, is it the cut in the side eventually?
We're going to see. I mean, a lot of it depends on exactly where he cuts it in the pocket, but it's not going to vary that much.
Welcome to Run Out, Rob.
Yeah, I mean, that's an easy shot. See it running 2 rails at that red?
Needs to keep running.
Yeah. No, that's fine. He can just stop there and shoot it. He's not looking at it, but he can shoot that red if he wants. I kind of like shooting that red and playing shape for both those balls. One in the side pocket, one in the corner. You have your choice. It's always good to play shape for more than one ball at the same time.
Does Wenny not play with Traveling TT sometime? That's a good point, Chimpy. Maybe she's got a contact. Well, he's going to just hold the cue ball. In fact, he actually just wants to come back a tiny tad here, I think.
Yeah, just a teeny bit. Little stun shot here. It'll back right up center of the cue ball with the tip position, and it's going to back up just from the weight of the difference.
He's got to watch he doesn't juice it too much.
Yeah.
Now this
And
can
see,
just
this you can hold this cue ball.
go to about there.
Unless you come up short on it, this is going to hold.
Oh, he's going to just drag
that?
off it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a hard shot.
So it's going to be a 3-rack lead for the first time in the match.
Well, Semi's lost the stub before. I mean, he survived it. Well, Fast Eddie's prediction is still alive of 13-6 stub.
I think I see.
I see a cue ball going bye-bye.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's what SemiPro doesn't want, and he's done that more than once tonight.
Well, you got to give Stubb credit for playing well. He has played well. I think, SemiPro has, he's made some mistakes that have really cost him. But I think the other part of this that is an issue for him is that he hasn't really played a moving game. When you got a guy that moves like Stubb does, who does a lot of dumb things, it behooves you to get in a moving game, because not only will you outmove him, but he's going to get frustrated. And SemiPro's just trying to run out every time, and when he misses a ball, then it's a 2-game swing. He'd be better off, moving a little more, and because Stubb just isn't good at that.
Well, it'll be a big fail if Stubb doesn't do the job here, because there isn't a problem on the table. Not a single
I think
problem.
he will. I think it's going to be 9-5, and then SemiPro's got a long ways to go. It's it's not over, but he's going to have to play real clean. And I would have got him in a moving game more, just torture his ass.
Well, this is a record for the tournament. This hot seat match, we've got 31 viewers at the moment, which is the most for any stream.
Well, Stubb always gets a big audience, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, but it's the rivalry between the two of them.
Yeah, it's like a it's a grudge match.
Well,
I was taking a lot of time on this shot. This is a little funny here.
Well, he's got to watch how he comes off this red. Is he coming? He trying to come back over to where he is now, pretty much.
No, he's not coming back there unless he uses a lot of English. He's got a little English on it.
Oh,
see, it's not enough. That's a mistake. Did he get lucky?
Yeah, he's fine.
I think he got lucky.
I think he's. I think he's fine. He's right on top of this red.
Yeah, but he's straight in. I mean, he gets a little angle on that, and he's dead. I mean, that was just a bad shot, but he got away with it. I mean, the thing is that things have gone Stubbs' way. He's definitely gotten the best of the rolls, and it's got to be a little frustrating for SemiPro watching Stubbs shoot a shot like that and come out okay. But that's the way pool is. There's going to be some rolls. You could scratch here. There's no doubt in my mind that you could scratch here. I don't know how you hit this. Yeah, he's okay. I thought there was potential scratch off that yellow.
I don't necessarily think he's okay. Let's have a look.
Oh no, he just has to swerve this a little.
Well,
this is an easy shot.
Yeah, the
only thing about swerving it is possible to scratch.
Well, he's looking at the thin edge of this red on the short rail. I mean,
I wouldn't do that. I'd just swerve it and make the one in the corner. I would never do this.
Yeah, he's overcut it. No, he hasn't. It's gone in off the jaw.
See, I would have never done that. I would have swerved it, because if you make the one in the corner, that you almost guaranteed to have a shot. If you
tell me this.
The scratch was not that.
Tell me this, Steve. You've got to hit this hard to get the cue ball out. I mean, you can't hope to just hit this full on and stay there.
That's a good speed.
Yeah, and the only problem is he's hit the yellow. And
but he's come out good again.
He's
getting all the rolls.
He's on the 50-yard line in terms of where he's going to pot this. It's probably going to be up corner.
Yeah, he's going to shoot in the corner, and I don't think he'll miss this.
No.
I mean, it's missable, but I don't think he will.
It's just trusting your eye line here in this pot. And it's going in all the way. Oh, it's a big ass now.
The thing is that SemiPro, you know, he's not getting a lot of table time right now, and that makes it tough when you come to the table and you've been sitting around a long time not shooting. So, and here we go with a good table again.
Well, look at this weird setup. We've got all the reds in a snake. And,
yeah, I think he's going to take the reds.
I mean, you don't. Let's look at the fact that if you take the reds, you're not moving the cue ball very much, are you? I mean, that's keeping life simple, isn't it?
And there's nothing around to block you. There's no yellows in the area. I mean, I would take the reds.
Well, he's got to take reds. I think he's worried about bumping the red. If he's taking the one that he's on into the side, this one here, he's worried about bumping the red.
Well, it's not going to bump it very far. It's
no, I mean, if it just drops
6 inches.
You know, you just drop that dead weight, you're going to brush off the red. The red's going to go there somewhere. You're going to be, you'll at least have some shot.
You don't even have to hit it. You can just draw it back to the side rail. I mean, you don't have to hit that ball.
He's taking that one up
he's
table.
He's going to shoot that ball.
So now
this is actually pretty simple.
Now, does he come around the back this side, or does he take that and come into the middle?
That's what you want to do. You got to be careful about hitting this yellow, though, because this cue ball wanting to go sideways. It's real easy to get this a little too wide and hit the yellow, which could cause all kinds of problems.
Avoided that.
He just missed the yellow.
Well, he's now good to go. Where's this going to go wrong? Stubbs going to be in double figures in about 3 minutes' time.
My guess is he's going to shoot this roll forward and then shoot that one on the side. And that's the simple thing to do.
And it looks like the angle.
He can just roll this.
Is he going to roll it for the one that he's near, or is he going to stun across for the one that's on nearer the rail?
He can just roll it and shoot the one near the rail, and then pop out for that one. It's just natural. Just roll this, shoot the one on the rail, and then shoot the one in the corner. That's what I'd be doing, because you don't have to do anything. This cue ball goes pretty sideways, so it's going to go pretty much up table, and you're not going to have too much angle there. Well, he hit it hard. What's he doing that for? All he had to do is roll it. See, that's a mistake. He got away with it, but that's fine. You know, that was a mistake.
This is just a stone dead stop, or roll it dead weight.
Just roll it. Yeah, it's not. The cue ball's not going to go through much. That's more like what, you know, in real life. Most players are going to shoot that like that, because you want to make a positive stroke in real life. You know, you're not dinking balls, especially with this light cue ball, is in real life I wouldn't be doing it. You watch the pros play in this game in real life, and they're gonna be hitting the shot firm most of the time.
Well, we've been playing for an hour and less than an hour and a quarter, because it was about 4 minutes in before they actually started. So about an hour and 10. And Stubbs going to be in double figures here.
Well, SemiPro loses this match. He's still in the tournament. He can come back to the losers bracket and beat Stubb in the finals. I mean, this match isn't over yet, but SemiPro is, now or nothing. This is
watch the cue ball.
Here we go again.
Oh,
jeez.
Goodness me!
Well, you know what? He's done this all night, where he's lost the cue ball low, even when it didn't scratch. You know, you've seen it bouncing around going low. He's lost the cue ball low all night. You just can't do that.
Well, everything's a must now for SemiPro. He's got a ball, and he's got a couple of balls. So now he's got to get the job done. That red that's next to yellow in the middle of the table, it goes. It comfortably goes, as long as you're reasonable on it. It goes no problem. Into the top right hand corner. He could end up actually taking it No, tell it lie, you can't, because the 8's a blocker, I think.
Yeah, well, you can play the combo with it. He can just stop this and shoot a combination.
That's what he's going to do. So that deals with that. And thing is, though, that when he plays this combo, where's the cue ball ending up?
Well, he can shoot the red by the 8.
Yeah, he's pushing the cue ball through, trying to get somewhere decent he can get. Because this is the problem.
I would like to see. Yeah, well, you know, that's the problem with hitting it that hard, is that you don't know where balls are going. He could have hit it easy and then shot the red next to the 8 ball and left the combo ball in front of the pocket. Instead, he shot it hard, and now he's got problems because he's got a couple balls that are going to be he's going to have to work to get shots on.
Well, it's a tall order here. Is he biting the bullet here? Is he playing a bank?
I wouldn't bank this. I guess he's gonna.
Yeah, I think he's decided that's the only way he's going to assure that he's going to have a shot, and he's played it well, and that was a pressure shot.
Yeah, he hit it good. There's nothing wrong with shooting shots like that, as long as you hit them good, and that was very well done. Now he pulled this back a little too far.
He's a bit straight.
You can still get this to come back.
Might end up going up top with this 8 ball here. I think he might just take his medicine.
He's coming back.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a disaster again. How many disasters has he had?
He hit it straight into the rail.
Well,
hit the rail first.
Blind Hog is on kick, and he says the audio's breaking up. Turn your hearing aid up.
Man, that's just brutal. That's sort of summed up this whole match for SemiPro.
Oh dear. I mean,
where's LS3 for sympathy when you need it?
Yeah, that's it. She won't be in Friday Night 9 Ball, I don't think. Well, SemiPro needs all the support he can get here, because this is going to pieces here for him.
Well,
I mean, that was a straight in miss, but he hit it hard. Didn't get the line perfect. Tried to pinch something a little bit to get out. Now,
no.
Go back to what my theory was. My theory there, Steve, was why doesn't he just stop the cue ball and roll the 8 up the table? Why didn't he just take his medicine and do that, rather than trying to be some sort of hero and getting the cue ball out of there? You know, why not play the numpty shot that I would have done? Just roll it in, kill the cue ball, boom, up the table. Where's the problem? You know what they always say, keep things as simple as you can.
Yeah. Especially in 8-ball games.
I mean, there was absolutely nothing to stop him doing what I said. Why he wanted to insist on getting the cue ball out of there, and you know you can't hit the balls at pace in these pockets if especially if you're trying to pinch something, which is what he was trying to do. And well, Stubbs got to get out of here as well. This is not cut and dried.
Well, I don't know. This looks pretty easy to me.
He's just leaving
I would have drawn it back. He's going to take the shot on the side.
He's had practice at doing this tonight anyway, so he shouldn't have a problem. But this is taking the match well away from SemiPro.
With that light cue ball, I thought it would be pretty easy to draw back there without hitting the 8.
I'll say the statement right now. There's no way SemiPro's getting out of this. Not a snowball in hell's chance of getting out of this.
Well, I mean, he needs 8 games and Stubb needs 2.
Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Commentators curse, although SemiPro's not getting anything on but a bank. And that ain't particularly inviting.
No, but that's what he's got to shoot. Not much choice there.
He's not trying to think.
I guess you could cut it. You could cut it if you want to.
Oh, this is... Oh. Good luck. I'll have a quick drink.
Yeah. It's not a cut shot. I don't want to.
Oh, that's well played. That is superb.
That's right.
That is very well played.
In the throat there. Well, and that all comes from Stubb not having the confidence to draw that cue ball back past the 8. He plays the zinc shot and tries to play it on the side and misses it.
Maybe I don't think he's potted anything there. But maybe my voodoo worked and Stubb there this time.
Well, SemiPro really needed that. And he's going to take the reds here. There's not really much choice.
Don't forget my prophetic statement 30 seconds ago that there's no way SemiPro's getting out of this, by the way.
Now, if he's smart, he'll put this yellow on top of the other yellow. Well, he hit it hard. See, I wouldn't have done that. I would have hit that easier and put that yellow right on top of the other yellow so they were tied up.
Well, he
didn't need to move his reds.
Let's see where the problems are. Well, the problem's right in front of him, the one that he's looking at.
The one that he just created. I mean...
Now, I don't think he can get to that. Yeah, he's done the right thing there. That was the right...
Well, this is what he should have been doing all match, is doing this to Stubb, because this is Stubb's weakness. The Stubb's just going to blast this. I can't imagine he's going to do anything but.
No, he's just going to give it a smack and hope he gets lucky like that. That. Unbelievable.
Well, I mean, that's going to happen sometimes.
And that frustrates you even more. So, SemiPro has a lifeline here in this rack.
But, if you're SemiPro, you can say, well, I could have played that better and kind of got him locked on it, behind it better.
Yeah, well, Stubbs... I think he might have tried to get down here to get reasonable on this yellow, but that's going to be the tall order in dealing with that. Now, he'll try it again, I think, if he can draw off this yellow and come back. That's what he's going to do, I think. Let's have a look. Oh, he's perfect for that. He's got to do that, yeah. Just a little dinky draw. Well, that's going to work. He got the bump. He must have been playing for the bump as hard as he hit that. Well... You can't see where this will go wrong because he just has to roll this dead weight, pot the yellow on the side. It's hard for this to go wrong at this point. Other than dogging it. Dogging it, you can always. Oh, he's overcut it. Is he overcut it? He's overcut it. And that's exactly what he does. He dogs it. Well, SemiPro. I'll tell you what, he has not missed too many balls tonight. Stubb's been very, very good potting balls. SemiPro's missed way more balls than Stubb has. Well, there's no way that red's following the yellow in at that angle. Is he trying to squeeze it in the back end? No, he's not. That's a terrible shot. He's not improved it. He was trying to bump it and sneak in. Yeah, but you know what? That shot had to be hit perfect. There just wasn't enough room to really do that. It was going to have to be perfect. And why take the chance of that? You've got all these balls on the table. You can play safe. You can get a free shot. You can make them kick at balls. You see, that's how situations and matches screw with your head, and you only see things one way, and that's maybe SemiPro's problem at the moment. Maybe he was jaded after Stubb slops one in, but that's just you can't play that way. He should have just played a safety instead of doing that. If you didn't want to try to get around behind it, play safe. Make Stubb kick at balls. And just after I get done telling everybody that's SemiPro's huge advantage is moving, he does that. Oh, look at this. Oh, I think he's okay. That was very close. Man, I would have never shot it like that and taken a chance of it rolling behind the red. Watch what pace he plays this at, coming off that red when he hits the 8-bolt. Oh yeah, Tommy. SemiPro's he's trying to move like Stubb. I mean, that was really not very smart, the shot he played there. Missing red entirely, so he's perfect. And the thing is he knows it too. I'm sure he knows it. I think he's just frustrated at this point because there's no way he would normally do that. Well, he's not getting a break. He's come up dry. Stubb's got a problem if he chooses the reds and the yellows because there are two of them locked up. Yeah, I think I'd shoot this yellow in the corner and go 2 rails into that red right now. It's sitting pretty good for it. It's a natural path, just like that. He's missed it. He missed it. Just went wide on it. Well, I think that was the right shot, but maybe just didn't hit it right. Light cue ball's tricky. Welcome to Tommy. Did I say welcome to Tommy? I can't remember if I did or I didn't.
Well, he did get on it, but not very good. Here we go with a nice thin cut. Unless he's just going to bail out and shoot one of those other ones up in the corner. I'd be tempted to take this cut right now, though. Because you're going to run into the top yellow, and there's a little risk in where the yellows are going to go, but you do have and he is going to do this, and he hit it at a nice speed.
Played it well. Where's the yellow going? Where's the yellow going?
And that was a risk, is where that yellow was going to go. I thought the other one would do kind of what it did, but the one that he hit full, that was a risk.
Well, there's a shot right now. He can cut this yellow, but does he have to go 2 rails, get into the gap and miss a hit and try and, or can he kill this dead weight and sort of fall down and play the yellow into the side? Because the yellow goes.
You can shoot the yellow along the rail and run the cue ball at the red, because if you hit that red, you're going to have a shot on the other yellow.
Well,
that's the shot I like, because I would shoot the ball down the rail and run the cue ball at the red that's sitting by the side. This is not the ball I'd shoot, because it's a ball that's out in the open that is a valuable ball. It's down at only ball down at that end of the table, and it's in the open. I would leave that one.
Well, this is going to be no good. He's not going to have a shot. Well, he is.
Well,
is he?
Maybe for the side pocket. He's got a shot in the side pocket, but that's not the shot you want to be shooting. I think you should have shot my shot, because it's going to be pretty easy to come up with a shot on that red the yellow by the 8. Instead, now he's going to wish he had that ball down there. So this is an all or nothing shot right here. If it goes in, he's probably going to win this rack. If it doesn't, he's probably going to lose it.
Oh, he's still okay, I think.
He's probably going to win it. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty simple here. Dink, dink. I don't have to hit this real hard. He just wants to come out and get pretty straight. With anything, you'd want to be a little short of this, but I'd be trying to get pretty straight on it. Even if you get a little angle the other way, it'd still be okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. You just stun this over a few inches and win.
I think he might be. I think he might be scared of stunning it. I think he might just roll on to the two reds and hope he gets a shot. I think he's scared of stunning it.
I don't like rolling it, because I don't want to be on top of a red.
I think he fancies doing that. Yeah,
I would have stunned that all day, every day.
They've got there's an automatic fear with stunning things in a sort of pace where if it goes offline a tad, it stays out the pocket. It's a scary shot to play. Much easier playing the rollout and hoping you get a decent shot in the 8 ball, which he's pretty much got, I think. But he's done that though. Unbelievable, unbelievable.
So he dogged it. What didn't he just lose the last game by dogging it?
Well, he's given SemiPro lifelines here.
He's going to the throat. Yeah, I mean, and SemiPro, it's not going to take much to get him confident.
Yeah, the bad news for SemiPro is, as much as he may well be favourite now to pinch this rack, provided he doesn't do a blunder, he's not going to be breaking next rack. That's the only thing that he can't prevent. But I'll tell you something else. This has just got to be nice and thin, little brush. So we'll give him this rack. I don't think he's going to mess this up. Famous last words. Or is he? What sort of line has he got in that red into the side?
He's fine.
Yeah, it's
he's
okay.
Got a line where he can just roll it.
So now
can't really be much better now.
It's out of Semi's hands now. Stop trying to get on the hill. Well, the match basically needs to turn full circle here in the next few minutes, or
Watch the cue ball. Oh.
it's just going to take its natural course. The end of this match.
Yeah, I mean, it's with alternate breaks. Semi-pro is not in a good situation.
So, what, a red, a yellow have gone. Well, obvious problems that yellow there. The red's a blocker. These two reds aren't a combo.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a shot at a red.
No,
Not an easy one. I mean, he can play a combination. He can play a kick shot off the rail. He's looking at that one down the corner. He could play off the rail and make that. He's going to take the yellows, which, you know, in this situation isn't the worst thing. I mean, he's got one ball that's in trouble. Other than that, he's okay.
well, I think
that wasn't a very good shot there.
I think where he's ended up, he's not got much of a choice, has he? He's not got a pocket for a ball to get into here.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he's not trying to blast this yellow into the side,
I'm not sure what he was
is
trying
he?
to do, but I'm sure that's not where he wanted the cue ball. He's going to bank this one yellow, I think.
Is he? Oh, the one up top. Can he see it? Yes, he can.
Well, and that is his trouble ball. If he makes this, he's fixed his problems. But nope, that's not going in. So, pretty good table for semi-pro. He's got the two reds together that he's going to have to deal with. But, you know...
Now, hang on a minute though, Steve. Is that combo not catching the red maybe a bit too thick for to play the combo and brush the red and go in off the red in the rail?
No,
I think
I would never shoot that. No.
No, the commentators, I got it, Steve. See, you know, that's why I'm a tactical genius, and people don't believe me. I keep telling you.
That's why you'd be losing, just like semi-pro is, because. I'll tell you the thing about this game. The way you play 8-ball games is you don't take chances. You control everything.
Yeah, but
you try to control when you break balls out, knowing where they're all going to go. You just don't take chances.
Well, it's all very well saying that, Steve, when you're 11-7 up, but when you're 11-7 down and you're desperate, you'll try anything at the end of the day.
Honestly, I think that, you know, you there's a right way to play this game, and you're better off just sticking with that all the time.
Well, my way worked. The little combo onto the red, it's gone in, and oh, Jesus, goodness me. Look at what's just happened here. I mean, he was over the line. But again, what's caught him out is the stun, the pace of the stun, and the line not being perfect, and these balls don't go in. When are people going to learn?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with shooting stun shots.
Oh,
you do have to hit them better.
He's done all the hard work. He's taken on the risky shot that I spoke about, and now he's blowing the gasket here again.
Oh yeah, they're both muted, Hog.
Oh.
They're both shut down for this.
Well, that's really got to be frustrating. He's got to be slamming his head off the desk here.
I wonder if I'm going to get blamed for semi-pro losing because I muted him.
Oh, I don't know whether he'll use that as excuse. But he might send you a ranting email saying, "Why do you mute me? I don't cause problems." And then he said, you know, Stubbs the one that causes all the problem. Blah 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 blah. You might get one of them.
I don't know. It only seemed fair. If I'm going to mute one, I should mute the other one.
That's
both in the same situation.
I mean, think about the times he's scratching the break and giving Stubb racks that way. Think about the balls that he's actually missed to lose racks as well. He's nobody to blame but himself at the end of the day. It's not anything Stubbs done. But the tricky one is getting up top to get decent on that yellow on the top rail, because that looks fairly tight.
This is funny here. I think he's going to shoot the one into the corner and roll forward. I don't see. I don't see much profit in going in anything else.
I'd be worried about that red in the rail. He doesn't want to roll forward the wrong way and end up tucking himself behind that red.
He's got to angle the other way. It'll roll forward
the other way?
The end rail. Yeah.
Oh he's fine. I thought he was the other side. See, when you're looking at it from here, it looks as if he's dodgy the other way.
Yeah, I mean, then it's just a matter of, you know, getting a reasonable shot on the ball out in the middle of the table. which, you know, he's got one pocket it won't go in, so you would think he'd be able to come up with a shot on it.
Well, again, Stubbs taking his time. Oh, this isn't the shot though. That I don't know what the hell he's seen here. I mean, why make it easy when you can make it bloody simple, bloody difficult? I should say.
I thought he should have just rolled forward and taken that. But you know, I mean, he had a different plan. He didn't hit it very good.
Well, Stubb, and this isn't guaranteed he's going to get good on this yellow.
He's going to hit this red, I think. I think this red is hard to avoid.
I think he's drawing off it and spinning around the corner and coming up bottom right here. I think that's what he's doing. Or what's the angle like? See, he's got he's gonna fizz it. He could scratch doing this.
I guess he can pull this. If he doesn't hit it too hard, I guess he can pull it quick enough to miss the red.
Let's see what happens. I think it's anybody's guess what could happen here. I mean, he could scratch top left, he could scratch bottom right here. Let's see what pocket he chooses. So he's going to get a rub. He's going to get a rub here. He's got a rub.
There he is getting lucky again. I mean, he's just he has gotten all the rolls this match.
Now is he going to? I think he's going to miss this 8-ball unless he deliberately wants to try and chip the 8-ball, but he might push it to the side rail.
He's going to hit it.
Is he going up and down?
No, I think he'll try to hit it.
This is fairly tight. This yellow. Yeah, that's what happens when they're tight.
Commentator's eye there.
Yeah. And,
okay,
well, I mean, SemiPro can't believe he's back at the table, put it that way. And again...
But, you know, a lot of that's the order Stubb played.
Yeah, well, that order that he played them was ridiculous. That was crazy. He deserves to lose the rack for that. There's no way he should have been, playing it in that order. He left himself the wrong side in the ball to get back up for that. Made his life bloody impossible there.
You know, it's not like semi-pros played terrible. I think he's played pretty terrible for him. That's the problem, is that he hasn't played anywhere near the speed he's capable of. Now
there might be a different lookout in this match if this rack will work for SemiPro.
The fact that Stubb, there he goes trying to scratch again. I mean, he's consistently low with his cue ball, but it didn't go in.
He's got two reds in that top right-hand corner there. The problem is over on the left-hand side here, and he's not really got has he got a decent shot in the red? Yes, he does, but I don't think he wants to touch the reds.
Yeah, he can shoot the yellows. He's got a shot on the yellows too.
He's got two opportunities to try and break this yellow out with those two yellows off the table. He could even break it off one into the side onto that red and yellow. So he's got a good table. He's probably going to do it now.
This is the shot.
Yeah,
come behind it, go to the end rail and go behind it.
Yeah, and for the kick. Bit of English on it.
It's huge with Stubb not getting on the hill.
Well, no, he's not. Oh, dear me.
Well, what the hell was that?
He is absolutely falling apart here.
I don't understand why he didn't go to the end rail and back under that, into the yellow and red.
Well, yeah, I don't know what he was trying. It's as if he bottled out in the shot that was staring him in the face.
Well, on top of it, he dogs it.
You know, the shot, and Stubbs at it as well. And he's now wide open the table for SemiPro. This is just getting nuts, guys.
Well, I'll tell you what. Whoever ends up losing this match is going to feel bad because Stubbs dogging his brains out right now. And he had this match in the bag, and now he's dogging it. And SemiPro's played terrible the whole time. I mean,
how much encouragement are you going to need, SemiPro, to get your act together, screw your head on, and start playing the game? Because there's no way you should have been back at the table again.
Here's the thing: is SemiPro has not fallen apart. He's just made way too many mistakes. He hasn't fallen apart. He's playing at a good pace. He's moving the cue ball good. He's just making way too many mistakes.
Well, I summarise it by saying he's fallen apart. Some of the stuff he's missed, and some of the shot choice he made there was nuts.
Right now, the guy falling apart, Stubb.
Well, Stubbs
dogged it like 3 or 4 games in a row.
He's caught the disease. Yeah, where's this going? Right, yellow into the side.
You don't want it. Yeah, that's not the shot you wanted. Let's see whether he's gonna try to just draw back a little, or he's going to go down table and back up. I think he's going to go down table and back up myself. This angle is kind of funny.
Well, he's drawn out into the table. He's got the bump.
I bump it. Okay, he's okay.
Now,
this is a little tricky.
Yeah, he's got to find a gap. He's got to check this as well.
Well, you roll it and go behind it. Just like that. Oh, he didn't get behind it.
Well,
He got lucky. Now that's lucky.
He's got a roll there as well.
Yeah,
well,
you couldn't afford to hit that red, and
he
came out lucky.
He's probably going to say he's a bit due one.
Well, he is due one. Stubbs got much more rolls than he has.
I'd like to point out this 8-ball's still not in the hole, but it is now.
It is now.
Well, suddenly,
here we go. All of a sudden, it's getting exciting.
Suddenly, it's Stubb that's feeling the pressure because he should have been home and dry here by now.
Oh yeah, he's just dogged it like crazy here,
and he's got a ball.
I think he's got to take the reds. I can't imagine him not.
Well, when's the boom bang a bang coming to free up the red and the 8-ball up top?
Well, it's not coming right now, but it's going to be coming soon.
Oh, I needed that.
I'm not quite sure why he spends so much time planning when he's just going to slam it. It's like, why spend all this time looking at it when you know you're just going to end up slamming it?
Well, I think you take the reds because that way, if you can get on that red that's over the corner pocket top left, then you cut it in.
Take the reds.
Yeah,
you got to take the reds.
Or you give it a smack now and stun across for a bump.
No, I wouldn't stun across. I'd play this rail first. I'd play this into the long rail with speed and right English, and just let it run across.
I think I'd still be more inclined to pot that one and leave the cut. That way I know I'm guaranteed I'm going to get a hit. There's no way I can't miss these.
I think that's fine too.
Yeah, I'd much prefer the cut. Like that.
Got it.
This has got to work. I mean, the only disaster that'll happen here is somehow he knocks the 8-ball in. What's he doing?
He's being stupid. Instead of shooting this now, he's taking
Is he trying to break it off this one?
Oh, this is stupid. This is stupid. Now this is stupid.
Well, why is he doing it? I mean, he's going to...
Because he's stupid.
Well...
I'll tell you, that's completely the wrong thing, because when you come into the balls like that, directly perpendicular to the rail, that's what happens, what he just did. Where it hits one, it bounces out, and nothing happens.
He's still got a chance of doing the same shot we're talking about.
Yeah, he's still got it, and he should be doing it right now. Now, the only problem now is that he could make the 8-ball.
Yeah.
Before, the way they were sitting, he wasn't going to make the 8. On this shot, you could definitely make the 8-ball. I don't know. It's do something stupid. Why spend all this time thinking when you're going to do something dumb? Just
the more he doesn't do anything with that red up the and he's not really he's got two other options. If he doesn't cut this red right now and try and get a hit, he can pot either of the other two reds.
If you're going to cut this red, you have to hit up kind of on the top side of that red, or the bottom side of it. You cannot hit it directly, or bye 8-ball.
I don't know.
He's going to shoot this and then use the same ball to break it out. He's going to shoot this up table.
Well, this is dead straight on the red over the pocket. Now he's going for the bump.
Yeah, this is a lot safer way to go. Things could come out funny here. It's not guaranteed, but chances are probably 9 out of 10 he's going to come out with some kind of shot. If you hit this hard, who knows where the balls are going.
It could end up like that.
He's still got a shot, I think. Oh, it's tight, but I think he can see the edge of that red.
And he may well just catch the yellow here. I think he'll just catch the yellow. The problem is he might catch the yellow and push it onto the 8-ball.
The problem is I don't think that's going to do a lot of good.
He's avoided that, but now... He's
screwed.
He's up the proverbial creek without a paddle. That's where he is.
I will say this right now. This is the kind of game that you're going to lose 1 in 30 if you're semi-pro. This is a good shot, but nope. Rail not hit.
No rail.
That was
so
a good idea, but now it's free ball, and
so he's
SemiPro is going to move the yellow and the black probably. I don't think he'll leave the black there.
I don't see any particular reason why he desperately needs to move it, because if he leaves that yellow up there as his last, he's on the 8 ball.
Well, now he's going to shoot that. That's the smart play because
he's guaranteed it's in the table.
Yeah, and the thing
and multiple choice pockets. Yeah.
No matter what happens here, if he gets in trouble, he can play safe. I mean, where that red is no good. So, I mean, this is like a guaranteed win.
Can he hold himself together and actually pot them all? I mean, his pot percentages tonight can't be that great.
Well, this is where you don't shoot anything that's difficult. Everything you're shooting here should be easy. Now, the important thing here is getting a little angle on the ball. You do not want to be like straight in on that ball on the rail.
Any sort of angle. And likewise with this shot, he just wants something where he's
just going to roll forward and leave an angle.
He's got a slight angle, but again, he's just going to baby this in. He's not going to do any risk. He's not going to try and get the cue ball out any further. So now he's got to roll this and go forward far enough, unless he wants to hold the cue ball. Now this is risking the stun again. I think he's scared of that now. Yeah, that's good enough. Well, this is the biggest rack of the match coming up right now, because it's SemiPro's break, and we could be all square here, folks.
Stubbs' keyboard has the B and the S worn off it by now.
Well, my prophetic...
And that was a good break. Okay, see that break? The cue ball didn't get lost low. He kept it up in the middle of the table. That's what you want to do. He hasn't done that all night. He's been losing it low. So that's the way he needs to break, because you're not going to... You have to get pretty unlucky to scratch if you keep it there.
Is my voodoo working for SemiPro? There's no way he's getting out of this, I said a few racks ago. And when I said that a few racks ago, there was no way he was getting out of it. Let's be honest.
I like taking the yellows, and I like shooting the one right up in the corner.
Well,
not the one on the side. I like the one in the corner, and then shoot the one in the. He's looking at it in the side, in the other corner. Stop shot, stop shot. See, I don't like starting with this one. I mean, will it work? Yeah, but I don't think that's the best pattern. I would shoot the stop shot in the corner, and then shoot the one he was just looking at.
Yeah,
and then shoot these down here.
Don't worry, Rob. We're looking for that. So here we go. Now, if he's on that yellow that he's looking at, is he hampered over the red? I think he is.
Yeah. Well, see, he did.
Yeah.
He could have shot stop shot, and he shoots that ball. And now he's already funny. Right off the bat.
Yeah.
He picks the wrong thing, and I don't know why.
Because his head's screwed. That's why. I think
he had such a simple setup. Now he's having to do something with the cue ball. And that's not how you want to play this game. You just want to do dink, dink, stop, stop. Now he's a little funny again. I mean, and that's what happens when you're trying to do stuff with the cue ball, is everything gets harder.
Yeah. Again, he's scared of stunning this in to get to go to the rail and come out. And in fact, the side pocket's near there, and that's scary. That's why he's avoiding that.
If you run into a red here, you could be in trouble. He's going to go around. He's not dinking this. I think he's going to go around and go in between those reds. I think
it's imperative he misses the reds here. He's got to miss them. Now he needs a bump.
He way overhit it.
He needs a bump.
Overhit it.
Oh.
He's trying to screw this up. Simple rack, and he's trying to screw it up. Right off the bat, he made a bad choice.
Well, that's going to hang up. That's going to hang up. No, it isn't.
Oh, God. that thing was hung on.
Oh.
He's good now.
Well, I don't know about SemiPro or Stub, but I'm stressed out here watching this.
Well, both these guys are feeling a lot of pressure. You can tell by the way they're both playing, they're feeling a lot of pressure right now. I mean, this was just limping home on this.
Oh, here we go. And the cue ball is now leaked to that dodgy blind pocket cut, and the cue ball's running. And
he's going to jack up because the side pocket.
Well, he's got it in. Well, would you have ever thought we'd have been in this position? The cue ball just stays in the table. It's 11 racks all. Pressure's all on Stubb now.
Oh, yeah. Huge pressure on Stubb. And he's going to break. Nope. He got one in.
Well,
So obviously, you almost have to take the reds there. The yellows aren't bad. Actually, the black does go by the red. He doesn't have to take them.
yeah, it comfortably goes past it if you're decent on
I
it.
just can't see taking the yellows. There's too many blockers. All the reds go. He's going to take the reds. And
Right.
it's just a little funny here with the one he got to start with. Now he's looking at the yellows.
Yeah, because he hasn't got a red to pot other than the one he would be cutting in next to the 8 ball.
Yeah, and that's kind of funny getting position. Yeah, I mean, the yellows aren't terrible. He's got one ball he's got to deal with.
That's the one that I'd be worried about. And this one. Well, this is a huge rack for Stubb.
He's a little funny here. I think he can still shoot this ball, but I'm not sure. I thought he'd want to shoot it, maybe come across and shoot his trouble red up table or trouble yellow up table. You know, shoot this ball, come off the rail and come across.
Well, this will be a good out if he does this. I'll tell you that.
And I'll tell you why that's a good shot. Because if your speed isn't quite great, you still have this other yellow by the corner pocket.
He's trying to get below them. Yeah, trying to get below them. And now he has the choice.
Shots.
Yeah.
Well, no. Now he's going to shoot
the
trouble ball.
Well, he'll probably do the two of them.
The next one. Yeah.
Do the two of them. Yeah.
This is perfect. And you've always got, you got an escape ball on the side, an escape ball in the corner.
Just
you don't want to try to cheat the pocket here, which he didn't. He just. Oh,
now he's funny on it. Now he's funny on it.
You know what? That's what he had to do because you didn't want to cheat the pocket and miss that ball. So he's got some choices here.
Well, why doesn't he
have to shoot that ball?
Why doesn't he play the one into the corner and come back for a two-way shot? You know, if he falls short, he can play the one on the side. If he finishes good, he can play the other one back up into the corner again, can't he?
Or he could shoot it in the side. If he rolls too far to the side rail, he can shoot it in the side pocket.
Well, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be playing the two-way shot here.
That's how I'd actually play it. I'd try drawing this back and shoot the yellow he's kind of funny on into the side.
You play to say here. You're trying to get to here, but if you're not perfect, you've that to fall back on.
No, I would have brought it the whole way back. Now he's just going to
going
take on this shot. Yeah.
Well,
those shots scare me.
Well, the problem with this shot is he really wants to roll forward to open the angle for the cut into the corner if he's doing that. Well, that's all he's got to do because there's nothing else he's doing. He can only roll forward and be brave and go far enough without following it in.
Well, he can shoot it in the corner if he wants.
Yep, he's let it roll out, and that's good.
That's a good shot there.
Well,
so this is, this shot, the only thing about this shot is the funny light cue ball.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of a fill shot.
And it's another 7 minutes before the both of them are unmuted. That's the thing we've got to look forward to. Cue ball.
So good.
No,
that's what I was saying. That shot is a touch shot. With this light cue ball, it's really not that easy.
This is squeaky bum time, this shot. This is ugly.
Well, he can just dink this and get a shot on 8. The cue ball will come right back out in the middle of the table.
Huge
and I
gap.
think that's what he's going to do is just dink this.
Huge gap to get into it.
You can hit this hard, but I don't think he will. I don't think that's wise. I think this is a dinker.
This is just let the cue ball take its own course and come back out far enough.
Oh, you hit it hard.
What did you do that for? That's a complete mind blank there. Unbelievable.
All he needed to do was dink it, and he blasted.
Stubb has blown a gasket for how many times I don't know.
He's gone completely goofy. He's dogging his brains out. That was very easy position.
I mean,
all he had to do was dink it.
That was incredible.
Well, this is going to be a safety. I can already guarantee you he's going to play off this red out there and go up table I mean, there's no way he's shooting.
Is this
Now, the problem here is you've got to get past that red that's near the rail.
you know, you basically just got to stun this red.
He looks like he's shooting this in the side pocket, which pretty brave.
I would have just stunned that red and ran up the table, you know, making sure you're going to cover the 8 ball. But I think again he just feared that playing that shot. Well,
yeah. Well, the safe shot here is back cutting that ball and going forward and around.
No,
that's the safe shot.
The safe shot here is this red here and just ducking down here. That's the safe shot. Forcing Stubb to kick at the 8 ball. That's what I'd be doing. There's no way he's potting the 8 ball there. That's the shot.
Yeah.
No, he's keeping potting balls here.
Well,
now,
I mean,
if he's potting balls, this is a combo he's going to leave.
You got to have some kind of faith that you can make that shot. If you don't think you can make that shot he just shot, then you know you're already screwed. He's
committed now. I mean, what's the point in keeping potting balls? He's got a combo sitting up top that he's decided to play now, and now he's tied up the red. I mean, that's nuts.
See, I would have shot the ball up table into the corner and then got position where I could shoot that ball straight in. Because the combo.
Well, the thing is, I would have hit that harder, that combo, because I've got a bailout ball down table.
He's going to play safe here.
Now he's ducking in behind the other one. And now he doesn't want to leave a cross bank here.
Stubb kick.
Well, he might.
He's going to make Stubb kick at it.
See that 8 ball sticking out though, Steve? He could, he's going the other way. That's the safest route there. Now.
Here comes the Cobra shot.
Here we go. Let's get a good view of the table, because anything could happen here.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be a blast. Kind of surprised he's not going 2 rails at this. I think he can get a lot more juice on the 8 than trying to kick it the way he is. He's going to catch a piece.
Yeah, now how's it finishing up? No good if you're... Well, I mean, he's going to have to play a combo or the cut here.
He's going to play the combo. I mean,
you're never missing this. I mean, not even I'm missing this. Right.
And he's going to play up table and just roll it.
SemiPro, 45 minutes ago, did not think he was going to be here on the hill. And neither did anybody that's watched this match from the start.
But you know what? This is more about Stubb losing this match than SemiPro winning.
It certainly is.
And it's not over.
It's not over.
It's not over by any means.
We haven't a clue how the hell this is going to finish. But SemiPro's breaking for the match. There's no way he's going to get out of this match, I said.
And that's a good break.
And that's a dry break.
But the cue ball was good. That's unfortunate that it was dry.
Well, this is a big ask now for Stubb. He's got to play the combo at the top, but even if he does that, he's still in trouble.
This is a tough table. I mean, but it's doable. I mean, the yellow's all, you know, he's got balls to break out all his trouble. I mean, the yellows are pretty good.
Right, so the yellow's gone in. So Stubb's now committed to the yellows. The yellow you can get at up top, no problem. Now he's going to play the cut
right now.
He's playing the cut for the bump, the red and yellow, but the yellow in the top right is fine. You can get up there and get into it, no problem.
That was stupid.
The 8 ball's gone, and that's game over. Unbelievable finish.
Well, but that's what he gets for blasting the balls. He didn't need to hit that hard. Why hit that hard? All he needed to do is hit it medium speed, and
you could not write the script. Unbelievable.
Well, but he loses. He loses doing what he does.
He got the ultimate. I mean, there's a lesson there for Stubb, Steve. He lost the way that he does it.
No, there's no lesson, Hugh. You think he's going to learn a lesson? So it's only a lesson if you learn something.
Right. Well, I think it'd be safe to say that Stubb has not left the building. He's still there.
Oh, there's a lot of B's and S's going on right now.
Well, I don't think most of us could.
That was just a silly shot to shoot. You know, you wanted to break it out, but why blast it like that?
Yeah,
I mean, he could have hit it, you know, just a medium speed, and everything would have been fine. That's just unbelievable.
I just said, well done, Semi. You had no chance. Oh,
I never said he had no chance.
I
You
did. I did. And that was the voodoo working. I've got how many people watched that and witnessed the voodoo working? You know, that done for Stubb as soon as I said that. I mean, and then he commits the ultimate sacrifice at the end. I mean, unbelievable.
As expected, SemiPro dogged a bunch of balls and did one really stupid thing, but Stubb dogged a bunch of balls and did a bunch of stupid things.
The game was not too bad up to about the halfway point, and then it started going nuts. It didn't get. I mean, it just got nuttier and nuttier as it went on.
Wasn't it 10-6 or 10-5?
Yeah, it was like 9-5 in front at least. Somebody will remember.
I think it was 10-5 at one point.
Or 10-5, and there was no way SemiPro was getting out of that without disasters.
I remember.
Yeah. That sums it up, Bedhead.
SemiPro had 5. He needed 8, and I think Stubb needed.
I've got to log
2
in
or
again.
3.
I'm going to log in.
It was like 10 or 11 to 5.
Unbelievable. I still can't, but I'm going to have to watch that tomorrow when I get home. To see how it unfolds, because I watched it and I can't remember it. Well, that's wrong. I can't even remember my own bloody Hotmail email. Wait till I log in.
Well, you think Stubbs going to own up to this and say I dogged it? No, well, he's going to say SemiPro got lucky. The reality of it is, taking a look at the match overall, Stubb got more rolls than SemiPro.
Yeah, well, he certainly did. Yeah, but he committed the ultimate sacrifice at the end there. Playing the shot, running things, and of course, there's 6 pockets at the table, and things can happen, and it did. Unfortunately, this time he's paid the price.
Well, he lost the way he deserved to lose.
So, anyway, to summarise, SemiPro's in the final. He doesn't know how he got there. He'll tell you that. There's no way he should have got to the final.
No. Stubb, he shouldn't have. He should have lost that match, but Stubb dogged it. And
SemiPro hold his hands up to that, because I mean, some of the stuff SemiPro was doing was just nuts as well at times. But anyway, Albinario is going to have to deal with Stubb, and I don't know how the hell that's going to go. But against, we'll all say that Albinario should be too strong for Stubb. Is Stubb going to screw his head back on?
Albin has not played great in this tournament. That's for darn sure. I mean, Albin's been very vulnerable. So I don't know what's going to happen with that match. I think it could go either way.
Now, did we get a full tournament? Let's have a look. Right. Anyway, I think we need to get back to sort of normality here. I think we had a full Friday night 9-ball again. Yes, we did. Where are we? We've got Chimpy through to round 4.
Chimpy versus Larry and Sergaresh versus El Matador right now.
Now, why is the little icon AI thing not up in the bracket, Steve?
There's nobody there. No, you don't get anything there until you get a player name in there.
Oh, there's nobody. Well, hang on a minute. They both kicked out the room, or am I just getting confused? Why is it?
They're playing. Oh, why didn't you have the watch icon?
Yes.
Maybe because you logged in manually. You need to log out of VP4 client and log back in. That's why.
Right. Let me try it now.
You shouldn't have gone and just logged in because you logged in the wrong way. That's the problem. You have to log out of the client and log back into it.
Right. Hang on a minute.
Right above you. Log out.
I can't even log out. It's hanging up.
Oh no, not there. Control Z. Control now.
Yeah, right. Hang on.
Oh no, go back. I'm sorry. You were in the right place. Yeah.
Right. Am I going out? Am I getting out from the main menu as well?
No, you don't. You don't have to go out of the main menu. Just do log into online now. And that should, because the problem is the client didn't realize you were on the internal browser the way you logged into it. I think that was
what the hell tournament have I clicked here? What the hell is this thing?
Right one.
That's Cowboy. There's Friday night 9-ball there. Right. Well, let's. Obviously,
okay.
I'm gonna.
Now you should have your little eyeballs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what have we got? We've got Champion Larry playing a scratch match.
So just a stylistic point. Do you think I should have made that eyeball bloodshot?
No. I think you should get rid of that background and make it a better contrast. I think you should scrub.
Oh, God.
I think you should scrub the whole bracket
You know
page
what? You're
together.
the only one that complains about that. I think the brackets look great.
No.
I was really proud of those brackets. I thought they looked wonderful.
I know. I upset you telling that it's crap, Steve, but I don't like it.
I mean, I didn't do the high visibility for the disabled.
Hang on a minute.
True.
Incoming message from Stubb. Hang on a minute.
Oh, you're getting a PM? Oh, you got to put that up for everybody to see.
Now, Stubbs PM says, that's BS, I had him beat. Well, it's BS because you bloody beat yourself. I'm not replying to him. I'm going to let him stew and then just wind him up when I say, now, I've got an incoming message from SemiPro, and his incoming message from SemiPro is, to quote, unquote, I was dog shite, and the combined pressure of everything and him playing super slow, that's how he was crap. So I knew that Stubb was taking his time over shots. I knew that SemiPro was coming to a simmer while that was happening. So SemiPro would be sitting there cursing him while that was going on. But so that's the aftermatch comments, chaps. Oh dear. Well, this is normality. Friday night 9-ball. Well, Albie can't get any slower. If he's any slower, he'll end up like Cobra. Snail's pace. Right. What have we got? We've got... this is a round 4 match, isn't it? So Larry's 5-3 up. Who's who here? I need to have a proper look at the bracket and see who's still in it. We've got Sergeresh up against... Who the hell's that? El Matador. He better be Spanish if he's El Matador and he's not or a Mexican. Who's that in disguise? El Matador. And more to the point, where's Spectre Don? Was he not signed up tonight? I don't see him. Was he not? Was he? Oh, the Spectre Don is there. Yeah,
now Stubbs saying, or if it was planned. That's his plan to go into loser bracket. Have to be Alvin and then semi-pro again.
No, Brainful out took Spectre Don out first round, so he did. And then Spectre Don forfeited his... Oh, wait a minute, that's weird. El Matador beat Spectre Don 4-1 because El Matador was getting 5 and out. So Spectre Don's going home to bed. I am way quicker than Albie. I think that's up for debate, Cobra. Very much up for debate. So, Larry on the hill. Quick push out. Well, I don't think we'll be able to top that match that we've just witnessed. With all the crazy stuff that was happening in that. I mean, we've seen some crazy stuff, but not as frequently and as often as we had in that sequence of racks that we've just watched. That was totally nuts. Well, if you're still listening, Steve, don't let me keep you from your work if you want to head out.
Oh, I'm. You should take a look at the chat in the lobby. I'm in a lobby.
Oh, I can't see it.
Chatting. I've been laying into both these guys.
SemiPro, I did stick middle fingers up at the screen and laugh when he smashed the final rack. Oh dear, you noobs talk so much shit. How good Albie is. I need to make sure you all will eat your words fully in this tourney. Semi Semi-Pro. I ended up making sandwiches. At least he can say his worst match is over. Well, let's put it this way: the only way's up for Semi-Pro. The way he ended up tonight.
I'm not sure. I'd say that he's got another match to go, or he's got an opportunity to play worse.
Well, Larry's taking out Chimpy to the wall. Who's this Matador guy? We need to find out who this is. Come on. Oh, he's from Cuba. Oh,
I think he's pretty new.
He's a commie from Cuba. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's only on a few days. 6th of the 12th. A couple of days. So welcome to the Nut House. Right, where are we in this tournament? So we know that Larry's through to the hot seat match, I think, after that result. Fairly certain, yeah. So Larry's got a while to wait. What's happening in the one-loss side now? Well, we've got Chimpy up against El Matador, so we'll see what sort of level El Matador is. Bear in mind he's going to be getting 5 and out because he's just a new player. So we'll get in the room. Well, this Friday Night 9 Ball is going to be over in a reasonable time tonight as well, which is good for me. Well, we all thought Stubb had it in the bag. Come on, I mean, there's not a person in here would have thought Stubb would fall apart like that. Yeah, we could not believe that outcome was coming in the match. That's why I said there's no way Semi-Pro's getting out of this. I mean,
oh, that was very unexpected because it was 10-5. I know it was 10-5, maybe even 11-5, but for sure it was 10-5. And that's pretty incredible.
Stubbs going to have a nightmare. That just the odds of that happening in an alternate break tournament's fairly slim that you're going to get out of that without severe help from your opponent, and that's exactly what Semi got.
Well, he got it. I mean, Stubb had missed maybe one ball up to that point in the match, and how many balls did he miss down the stretch? Like 5, 6. I mean, it was I mean, he just and honestly, that's if somebody was going to dog it, I would expect the Semi-Pro because he struggled with that more. Stubb is usually pretty solid. That wasn't what I expected out of him.
I'm definitely going to sit and watch all of that tomorrow, just to try and to absorb what happened. I've got to watch it when I get home tomorrow.
Well, I mean, everybody, the thing is that everybody loves to hate Stubb, but you notice that his matches have more people watching than anybody else.
I think we had 31 or 32 at one point. I'll check the analytics tomorrow when I get home.
I mean,
his
no
box
matter
office.
What happens, they're always amusing one way or another. I mean, you're always going to see some good pool. You're always going to see some crazy stuff when he's playing.
I would think them that watched it were glad they tuned in because they couldn't believe what they were witnessing.
Oh, it was a very entertaining match. Yeah,
for most of the wrong reasons.
Well, I enjoyed it. I mean, we had a lot to talk about.
Well, I was the longer it went on, the more confused I was getting.
Now the question is, what's going to happen with the Moscone Cup today?
Well, that's the question. I mean, it's been up and running for 3 hours almost.
Don't tell me because I won't watch it till tonight.
I haven't had time to look at a stream, so I don't know what's been happening.
But
now, does this 9 kick in? By the way, I don't know that El Matador even had a look to see, but I think El Matador's out of the sort of capo way of playing 9 ball, giving it a good bang and hoping his money ball goes in. He's getting 6 and out.
Yeah, well, I mean that's a big spot, and if he played a lot of online, I mean his rating's up to 1862. So if he just started the other day, he was 1500. So that's That's gone up a lot. So he's obviously not a novice VP
Well,
player.
he's done well getting this far, but it's more than likely he's been getting good advantage out of his handicap because the guys have been giving him enough chances.
Well, Chimpy plays good enough, he could overcome it. But, if the guy's a better player than deserving the 6 out, then he's going to have an advantage. The thing is, you can always outrun the spot. I mean, I've seen people give up huge spots and outrun it.
Well, I think Chimpy will be playing the push out here somehow.
Yeah, he's almost has to push out here. I mean, he doesn't really have a good kick at this. I would push out to the, well, I'd be tempted to push out to the bank. I don't know. That's an interesting push out because the 6 is still locked up. So it's not a terrible push out. Now, if it was the 5 out, that would be a terrible push out because the 5 ball would still be in play.
Well, El Matador knows how to push it back. He's giving it back to Chimpy.
Well, what you've got to do here is make the 4, make the 5, come down where you can play safe on the 6 and lock the cue ball on the 9. That's what you have to do here. He does have a chance to possibly go for the breakout, but this angle's a little funny. It's a little tough. I'd be playing for the safety.
Oh, well, El Matador, that's a good shot.
Wow.
Bit lucky to have the shot.
Yeah, but that shows somebody that's got a pretty good idea where the cue ball's going. I mean, that was a nice shot.
Do you see what Larry said? Larry said he asked me if I was a pro, and Mark says, "I hope you said no."
I hope you lied, Larry. He says. Oh man.
Oh. Well, we're 1 apiece now. Of course, 1 lost side, only race to 4. Anything can happen, but I don't think anything remotely near what we watched will happen in this.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll say this about Chimpy's play. Chimpy's a good player, but he doesn't play clean all the time, and it's hard to give up a lot of weight if you're not playing clean. I mean, you've got to just not keep the guy off the table is what it basically comes down to.
Yeah.
Chimpy needs to be breaking and running out or locking him up. He cannot give him chances.
Yeah, any shots that he gets, it's always a chance to pot a money ball at the end of the day.
And this table is pretty good. I mean, I can't see Chimpy not running out here. I mean, this is pretty simple.
Got to roll through far enough for the angle to get up for the 6. See, it's a lot easier to do that in the 9-ball table because you're back in familiar territory. You know what the cue ball's going to do, but as far as the black ball table goes, you're at a loss.
Well, not only is that light cue ball, not familiar, but even as you start get used to it, it's tricky.
There's tricky.
Certain shots that are very difficult with it, and you have to understand that and adjust your game and understand, the position you want to play. You don't want to leave yourself those tricky kind of shots.
But you've seen how tonight players were getting burned and scared by the stun shot into a corner pocket and needing a little bit of pace. And they were caught out on numerous occasions hanging the ball up.
But semi-pro moves that light cue ball really well. He's very good with it.
Well, he moved it well tonight.
Tonight was missing balls.
Well, he moved it well tonight, the cue ball, because he moved it well into the corner, into the pockets when he was breaking 2 or 3 times.
Well, that was a problem with losing it low. You cannot lose it low, and he's got to realize that and rectify that because he scratched more than he should have because he lost the cue ball low so much.
Well, I wonder if I'll get a thank you from SemiPro for my voodoo working on stub.
He's going to push out here. Well, let's see where he pushes out. This is a tough push out because he's got the wall of China down there with the 7-3. Now we're going to see how smart this guy is. That's not bad pushing there because of the angle, but it's still, Let's see what this guy does. We'll see how much pool he's played right now. He looks like he's going to shoot the combo. That's really not that good a push by Chimpy to leave him a combo on a money ball.
Yeah.
The guy missed it, but
he should never have been playing that.
You want to push out to.
You should never have been playing that. You never give him any sniff of doing that.
I'll tell you something right now. If you're
oh, you didn't push. It was still a stupid shot, by the way. Now that you're listening.
He didn't push? Oh, I thought he was pushing. I thought it said push. Did he turn it back off?
Yeah. Just to confuse us. Oh, Matador
that
pushed.
Guy a free shot to win. Oh, it was Matador that pushed. Then why didn't Chimpy shoot it? I wouldn't let Matador shoot that ball.
Did he pass it back then? No. See, I'm getting I'm as confused as I was an hour ago.
There's a good safety here. Roll this cue ball at the 7. It's doable. It's tricky. He's going to go the other way, and that way was tough. I like the other way. Roll the cue ball at the 7 and bring the 2 ball up to the other end of the table. So let's see whether this guy knows how to play safe.
That'll work.
He obviously does.
That will work. Right, jump that then if you fancy it, Chimpy.
Yeah, I mean this guy's a decent player. His rating's going to go up pretty quick.
The one thing you do here is if you're going to have a blast, you've got to blast that to make sure that you're moving the 9 and the 2. You don't want to leave a 2-9 combo by just resting on it.
So let's see. El Matador's
billiard. He's going to billiard the 9 in.
His rating is going to go up quite a bit after this tournament. Because that 1862, that's what it was at the beginning of this tournament. I bet he's up at least 100 points after this.
Mm-hmm. And then he'll start to feel the heat when his handicap suddenly starts disappearing.
Well, that's what happens. That's the whole idea of the system is to adjust people to where they should be.
El Matador says 1 minute, so he's maybe nipping out for a cigar. Being a Cuban, that's a joke. Nipping out for a cigar, Cuban. You know what I mean? You got to pay attention, guys, to get some of my humour. If you're not alert and paying attention, then you won't get the drift. Do handicap matches count for rating? Says Larry, because Larry was maybe convinced that they aren't.
They do. The thing is that when you're playing with a money ball handicap like this, you're looking at basically like you're playing even.
Mm. Well,
in other words, the handicap is supposed to even out the match so that it should do it just like you were playing even. Except, let's see, what does it do? I think it assumes that you have the same rating. I think that's what it does. I believe what it does is it assumes that you have the same rating, that you're not, spread apart, because obviously with the handicap, it evens things out. So yeah, his rating should change in this tournament.
Mark says that he won 15 in the trot in a challenge room, so that would have shot his rating up. But my question is, I'm putting out there that this is his first tournament he's entered. Has he been in any other tournaments? Because I've not seen him. Obviously, if he's in Cuba, he's in a different. He's 4 or 5 hours behind me, so he might be on at times that I don't see him. But I'm guessing this might be his first tournament.
I don't know how much pool they play in Cuba, but the people in Cuba are relatively poor, and pool is always a great game in places that don't have money, because it doesn't cost much to have a pool table, doesn't take that much room. So you see play like the Philippines, where people are very poor for the most part. You got the rich, but most people are pretty poor.
Yeah, I seen that.
Pool is huge there.
I seen that in his profile, Larry. But Larry's still questioning you about this setup you've got here, because he says he thinks you should go and check your code on that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it does. We'll see after this tournament what his rating is at, but I'm pretty sure that it is going to count this. And if it doesn't, then I'll have to go look at the code and figure out why, because it should be counting it.
Well, that's what we'll do at the end of the tournament. Then I'll need to remember to go and look at El Matador's rating. What is it now? 1862. So we'll see what it's definitely going to go up. There's no doubt about that. Provided it is working. Larry's having doubts, though. I mean, I can't confirm either or because I've got no clue.
Yeah, well, I'm remembering what I did a long time ago, but I'd actually, if his rating doesn't change, I'd be more inclined to think that something's wrong with the code, that it wasn't written that way.
But he's hooked, so no, he hasn't, because I thought that was a cue ball, but it was a 9.
Yeah. And this is the problem with giving up a lot of weight, is that, you know,
that'll work if he holds up. No, it isn't.
That's a tough jump shot, but it can be jumped. You got to land right on top of the 3 ball. So if you're going to jump this, you got to come down on the 3 ball. Oh, this could work. This could work.
Now,
that was a good hit?
No, it was a foul.
No, it wasn't.
Now, has he got a jump cue? Has anybody seen him use a jump cue? Because, I mean, again...
Well, he may not, yeah.
He might only have bought a playing cue.
Let's see here.
So, ball in hand for Chimpy. 2-1 up. Sorry, 3-2 behind. My eyes have gone because it's past my bedtime. I've always got an excuse. Yeah, he would have liked that 4 ball to be nearer the pocket. That way he could just nudge the 3 in off the 4 and push the 4 into a better line, but he's okay. Oh, Stubb. Where were you called us, pillow? I get incoming messages from Stubb. I think he said, I think I'm paraphrasing, but bullshit, I shouldn't have lost that. Oh, he does have a jump cue. Oh well, he spent his $V.
At least he understands he lost it.
He can't be that poor, Steve, if he's got a credit card.
Well, you know, he's got a Cuban flag. You don't know that he lives in Cuba. There's a lot of, I don't know if you realize this, but there's a huge Cuban community in Florida.
Yeah, in Miami, in that area, yeah.
Yeah.
All the drug dealers running out of there, shipping them backward and forward. But he could be a Cuban Stubb. You know, he could be from somewhere in the States, but just think he's a Cuban. Or he might be Cuban descendancy, you don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
So Chimpy battling to take this all the way, which he should do.
Yeah, this is just natural. This kind of shot is, that's what you want.
So, Hill. He could be a plastic Scot from Cuba. There's that pattern, Steve. Are you watching? Thank God you're here. Or are you pretending?
Yeah, it doesn't do it as much as it used to.
Well,
I changed it.
It does it every Friday night.
It'll never do it, but it doesn't do it as much as it used to.
Yeah. Well, put it this way.
I haven't had a lot of complaints about it. Let's put it that way.
Well, you're not in Friday night 9-ball very often because I complain every week. By the way, I've watched the Moscone Cup this week. I've never seen that pattern happen in Moscone Cup.
They're using a magic rack.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they are.
They're using a pattern rack.
No, they're not. They're using a normal framed rack. I watched the matches.
They are?
Yep. They're not using a magic rack.
Yeah. They got new balls and they're clean and they're, everything's perfect then.
Right, so the question
I can make it better. It's just a question of, I tweak things and then I wait for feedback. So if it does that once out of 100 times, I'm not going to worry about it. If it's doing 5 times out of 100, then I'll change it.
Well, you know what I'm sitting saying now? I'm sitting, do it, because we've had it once tonight. How often we've had it in the actual tournament tonight, I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't had any feedback from any players, so I was assuming that whatever I did was good. If people think it's still squirrely, then I can always change it.
Well, I have to point out, and I'm going to big it up for myself here. I'm the only person that has noticed this. Nobody else said anything to me at all.
That's not true.
Nobody said to me.
People have talked about that. You're not the only
one. Well, I'm the only one that said it in the stream. Nobody else has said it to me in the game or anything.
Well, I've had people say it to me, so you're not the only one.
So you've knew it all along, Steve, and
no,
you just didn't tell us.
I knew that people had noticed that and said something about it. I'm pretty sure Larry does. I know SemiPro did. I mean, it's.
I think they all told you because I'm the one that mentioned it. That's what I'm saying. I spotted that a long while ago in Friday Night 9-Ball, and I was looking out for it then. And I must admit though, I'll give you your dues. We're seeing it not as often as we did since you did that tweak, but we're still getting it. That's all. That's the point I'm making, and we shouldn't be getting it. We shouldn't be getting that pattern.
I disagree that can't ever happen. I think it's more of a frequency thing. If you want a perfect rock every time I could do it, you're not going to like the way they break.
But anyway, Chimpy's going to get over the line.
Well, good tournament for El Matador.
Yeah, again, he's come out in profit. In fact, what did he get? Let's have a look. Yeah, he paid 150 to get in. He's come out with 260, so he's made a profit in his first tournament.
Yep.
So now we have a final. Well, we've got a final. It's just after 9:30, which is not too bad. I mean, we're just going 2.5 hours for the tournament, and that's good for a full house.
He's got a jump queue, a break queue, and a play queue. You know, you can go see what queues people have here.
Yeah, but that's only if they have them on display, though, isn't it?
No, you can click on the queue and it should bring up the queue case. I think you can.
I'm
doing it as admin, so yeah. But I think you can. I think you can on anybody, even if you're not admin. I'm not 100% sure. You can try it and see.
I'll soon tell you, because I'm sure if they don't allow you to see them, then you can't see them. See, he's got a house queue there.
No, yeah. Click on the house queue.
But yes, I can see his queues. Yep, he's got.
I thought you could.
The Viking and the Solar System break queue, and he's got the Black Mamba jump queue. Yeah, he won. Brainful out got a pummeling from him. So did Thing and Yuri Master when he won all those racks in a row.
Well, his rating hasn't changed, so I am going to have to take a look at the code.
So Larry, you're right. Well, it doesn't. It won't change until the tournament's over, there, surely.
I don't remember when I did it. I thought it would have updated now, but I could be wrong.
I think once it's finished.
I don't think so. I think it should have already done it. But no matter. I'll just put that on my list as one more thing to look at.
So we're waiting on Chimpy getting in. Race to 9. I don't know whether this will be a scratch match or not. It might not be far off it. Oh, we had a maximum of 5 in kick. What happened here? We had a maximum of 5. I never noticed. I like the fact that kick tells you how many you've got. That little kick app tells you how many you've got in the stream. We're back down to 1. We had a maximum of 5, and then the 2 on the right is your average for the stream.
All right, I'm going to let you go do Larry versus Chimpy, and I'm going to go bye-bye.
Right, thanks for your company, Steve. I think we all need to recover after what we watched. So.
Oh, God, yes. Thanks for streaming.
Right, take care. We'll see you again very soon.
Bye.
Good night. Right, I'll just tab out and shut down Discord. Now, where is it? There it is. Make sure I shut it down and not something else. Right. Chat will update in a minute. Right, so we're underway. It is a scratch match. Race to 9. Always does that when I tab out. The chat all goes wonky, but then as soon as somebody types something or whatever, or refreshes it, it always fixes itself. So Chimpy is 60 points in front of Larry in the ratings. I think you can just check this a wee bit to avoid the 9. I think he's fine. Yeah, just a wee bit of right English here, just to avoid running into the 9. Well, that's one thing that's on my list of things to do tomorrow when I get home, is to watch that match completely again so I can absorb it. Because half the stuff you can't believe what you were watching sometimes. That was just crazy. I don't think your rating changes after Friday Night 9 Ball. Oh, I thought everybody's rating would update that had been in the tournament. But the one way we're going to check it is we'll go and look at what's his name? We'll go and look at El Matador's rating at the end of the tournament. I'll probably forget that when we get there. But that's what we'll check. So the 9 balls get in the break. It comes back up. The 2 and 3 have gone. The 1 ball's a dodgy cut. But should be guaranteed a shot in the 4. I think the 4 goes past the 8. Yes, it does. And he's still got a shot in the other corner pocket. I don't know that's what he played, but it works. Just holding the cue ball off this 6 ball just to come out into the table. And again, this is one of these where the 9 ball's right on the sort of spot in the middle of the table, and it all looks easy to get on. It looks a lot easier when you've got that angle in the 8 ball, because all you're doing is just tucking up to the side pocket there. That's all you're doing. Oh, this is a lot more familiar territory to be doing a bit of commentary on, because I know where the cue ball's going most of the time. That black ball table has definitely got me bewildered. I think that was dry. So Larry with the early lead. And this isn't exactly inviting. I mean, you're going to run into the 5. You should have a shot in the 2, but it's not a gimme the 1 ball. In fact, he stunned it in to avoid the 5. And, well, how often do I say it? They all go. And there's no reason why a 2,300 odd player shouldn't be getting out. I think I've spotted something funny, by the way. Now, anybody that's still watching, right? Remember during that black ball match tonight, I've been using the Y button to change the camera to look at the high view. The interesting thing I've just noticed is that on the black ball match, when I changed the camera wasn't going to the opposite end of the table. Did anybody else notice that? In the black ball match. Now, if you look at the... Yeah, I think... and the same thing's happening here. When I set this camera, I was supposed to go around to the other end of the table and set it. and I did it on the black ball table. The problem is, in the black ball table, unless you're keeping your eye on the kitchen line, you don't notice what end of the table you're at, because the table's exactly the same all the way around, whereas obviously the 9-ball tables get the little score rollers up the top end. I'm going to have to change. I'll change that camera tomorrow. I'll go in and set a black ball table so that I can change it to the opposite end of the table rather than having it at the same end of the table just for the higher view. Well, Larry's getting off to the good start. Now, I'm sure... Was it Larry or was it Chimpy that was at the table there when I was ranting? Did Chimpy miss something? He must have. Because he had a table that he should have been out on. Or was it Larry's at the table? I am well past bedtime and I can't remember who it was. I was convinced it was Chimpy that was at the table, so he must have made a mistake. So the combos are given, and no sooner have I said that than suddenly Chimpy finds a way to miss it. Maybe he had his mind on breaking that 5 and 6 out and forgot about the actual combo. Well, I should have went to the bathroom before the stub and semi-pro match, and I didn't. And I definitely should do now, so I'll be back in a minute or two. My bladder is about to burst. Right, I'm back. What have I missed? Well, Larry's still with a 3-0 lead. And ducking away. Oh, it's tight to get through there. Yeah, he just clipped to 5 there, I think, when he went through. But Larry can't get good enough on the 2 to actually pot it. And that is very good, because that is right on, well, it was right, I thought it was right on top of the 5. It isn't, because it hasn't blocked off the angle to the rail. Let me have a look and see if I had any other messages. No, that's the only ones I've got, I think. Oh, wait a minute, I've had another one from Stubb. That message that he sent after the match was, "That's bullshit, I had him beat," and his last line was "planned K." Yeah. Well, certainly didn't write that script. Well, I don't think anyone will top that. Not in this tournament. We've seen all sorts of crazy stuff happening. Well, more than enough for 2 matches, or 3 or 4 matches. What we saw tonight, especially from SemiPro, I don't think I've seen him playing so much out of sorts, playing black ball. I mean, that was probably, I mean, I think I could sum it up and say that was probably his worst performance, certainly in the tournament, and I can't recall him playing any worse than that in any other black ball tournament he's been in. But to see Stubb in such a strong position, you know, that's where, you know, you're in a position like that. All you have to do is just play the odds. You know, you play the rat, you break. If you can run out, you run out. If you can't, you duck and protect your score. You don't do anything silly. So it was just, you know, it was a sort of well, all the missiles that Stubb had, they all sort of blew up in his face in the end. Who's been playing who's been playing in the late night tournament? What, Stubb? Oh, you talking about the camera, Larry? When I do that with the Y button? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, cue ball's gone. Well, Chimpy's had the ultimate disaster. He's had good, what was he going there? That's a 2 and the 6 have gone. Larry's got ball in hand. So 1 to the 3, 4 and a 5-9 combo. Very quick rack. Oh, SemiPro's been playing in the tournaments. He must have a week off work or something then if he's been up late at night playing in tournaments. Well, maybe it's not a good idea to be mixing tournaments up when you're in a black ball tournament. You know, when you're jumping from, and the other thing is he's been playing snooker as well. I think he's uploaded another 147 in the snooker table. No, I know my limitations, CP. I'm far better criticising people than I am trying to outperform people. My eyes have gone. They're very unreliable. I found my niche. My niche is in the commentary booth. I know my limitations. I entered the Cowboy World Championship thinking I had a chance. I got pummeled in that. So I've learnt my lesson. The 10 ball. No, that's... I mean, that's a bit of a lottery between a good half a dozen players. So it is. Maybe even more than that. It's a bit of a lottery. The 10 ball is a lot more difficult to call, so it is than some games. I mean, Stubbs got to wake up tomorrow morning and realise he's still got a chance of winning this black ball. He won't have a chance. I mean, you put it another way, how he ended up playing tonight, he can't end up as bad as that. Is what he ended up doing tonight. If he does learn a lesson, and as Steve said he won't, you know, he'll not do something daft like he did, banging at a ball and knocking the 8 ball in a hill match. You know, will he learn his lesson? No. Will he change his tact? No. Will he do the same things he's always done? Yes. You know, he's so predictable, Stubb. Yes, he can pop balls. We all know that. I thought he would win it. I predicted 13-10, and my prediction for a Stubb win was well on track. No shadow of a doubt in that. And then, you know, whenever you say something in the commentary that there's no way SemiPro should be getting out of this, then you know that Stubb was in a good spot. He couldn't have been in any better spot than that. I don't even think Albinario, when he hits the generosity button, when he gets a decent lead, I don't think Albinario could fall apart as bad as that to actually let SemiPro not only back into it, but then sell out in the final rack to give him the match. You know, that's one achievement that Stubb has got. That's probably, in all the big tournaments we've had in VP4, that's probably the worst finish to a match that a player could have that's had a strong lead against one of the best players at that particular game. He was in such a strong position that he literally had to fall apart to start giving SemiPro chances to get back in, and even then SemiPro wasn't very reliable. You know, there was an awful lot to ask for SemiPro to come out of that, and it certainly wasn't the fact that SemiPro was doing all the right things. It was far from it, and that's why I have to watch it all tomorrow. I've just got to watch it all tomorrow. And to be honest with you, I think everybody that watched it might have to watch it again as well to absorb it all. But anyway, it's certainly baffled a lot of us how the game went. I mean, that's why I have to see it again, because I can't believe what I watched. I've got to take it all in. Well, Larry, dare I say it, I could be prophetic here and say, well, it's Larry's to lose this match now. He's going to be, or he should be, 6-1 up here. If he can get back to the rail in a decent position. In fact, he's going up top to come across. It needs to keep running though. I mean, I don't know whether, was you around, how long have you been in VP4 VL? Did you see the tournament final that Stubb had with Vince Says? Or Kylan VZ, or whatever the hell his name is now? Was that 10 ball? Larry will remember if it was. I can't remember whether it was 8 ball or 10 ball. It might have been 8 ball. And Stubb had the match in his grasp in that. He had Stubb was sitting with like a 3 or 4 rack lead on the hill in that final against Vince Says, and he still managed to lose it. I think he was first in the final rack decider. Vince Says came back and won like 3 or 4 racks in a row to take it to Hill. And Stubb went all out to win. He took on a tough cut, missed that. It wasn't straight pull, no, it wasn't straight pull. It was 8 ball or 10 ball. I'd need to go back because I've got a playlist for it. It's worthwhile. See, that's why it's worthwhile going back and looking at some of my playlists, because if it's a 10 ball tournament or 8 ball, you'll see the final. And it's between Stubb and Vince Says, and you watch those last. You don't even need to watch the full match. Just fast forward it to like the last 5 racks and watch what happened in that, because Stubb somehow managed to lose that match as well, and that was him with a chance of winning a title in VP4, and he's still not done it. That's as close as he came to winning one in all the years we've been here. And you can't get much closer than that, but he still found a way to lose. And suddenly Chimpy's falling apart here. Chimpy's feeling the fatigue at this time of night. He's an hour ahead of me, so it's like 11 o'clock at night his time. And he's been in the tournament for 3 hours. And the mistakes are happening. This cue ball's going to scratch. Larry's just given him a gift here. There you go. So, Chimpy with a chance to try and retrieve 1 rack. Yeah, all of those big tournaments I've done over the years in VP4, most of them have all got a playlist. The only one that won't have a playlist recently is the 3 cushion. Because I couldn't be bothered doing one for the 3 cushion, because I don't think a lot of people are that interested in it. But the stack of playlists that I've got, you should easily find the either 8 ball or 10 ball, and just look for the final match. And the final match should be at the top of the playlist itself. And if you look at one of the straight pool world championships, you can see how Larry managed to lose a match that he was in full control of and had the nightmare. Yeah, Larry's come close as well and tripped over the final hurdle. And meanwhile, Chimpy trying to get some sort of recovery going here, but he's been let in here with a chance. Welcome to SemiPro. Will you be watching that match tomorrow? Because I certainly will. When I get home from work tomorrow, I'm going to go home, get fed and watered, and then I'm going to watch the whole of that match tomorrow, because I can't take in what I witnessed tonight. And you'll notice that I said during the commentary, SemiPro, prophetic words. There is no way SemiPro's getting out of this. No way that he's getting out of this. And at that point, that's when Stubb started to go pear-shaped. And in fact, that's the worst I've seen you playing black ball, by the way. That's the worst that I've seen you playing, because some of the stuff you were doing, I think those stun shots were catching you out on more than one occasion, where you're having to just stun it in that wee bit pace, maybe trying to pinch a bit of the pocket and try to do that at pace. It caught you out on more than one occasion. Oh, this cue ball's going to follow as well. No, yes it is. So Chimpy again, in with another chance to nip a rack back. Oh, it wasn't, I can assure you it wasn't boring. But I said in commentary that the speed that Stubb was going at in some of the shots, that would be pissing you off. And I knew that would be getting to you. Oh, you've got to watch it. Oh God, Steve was going loopy as well watching it. Ah dear, it was entertaining. The biggest audience for the tournament so far. I think I had a maximum. I'll check that tomorrow as well. But I think I had a maximum of about 32 people watching, which is a lot for me. But it was certainly entertaining. Stubb always draws in the audience, and they certainly got the witness tonight of how Stubb can snatch defeat from the jaws of victory, because that was an achievement. Oh, there's no way on earth you deserve to get out of that. No way. First of all, how you were playing, the scratches you were getting, the mistakes you were making. No way should you ever have got out of that. Now, when you get out of that and you walk away from it and you've won, then you've got to think you've got a fair chance of winning the tournament now. I mean, you can't be. There's no way you can be as bad as that for the rest of this tournament. No, not a hope in hell you'll play as bad as that. And so that's why you've got to be positive. Oh dear. I mean, you could not have written a script to that tonight. That was a cracker. So, Chimpy's taking a little break. In fact that he's gone for a drink, I might as well join him. I'll have a guzzle of what's left of my 5 litre bottle. I need to buy another 3 of these. And you know that Stubb said his last line to me when he sent me that message on my phone, that was planned. Oh dear. That was planned. Of course, you know what's going to happen. Stubb's going to pull the wool over Albanario's eyes, beat him, and have another go at you in the final. I can't wait for that happening. Every scenario is still possible. Stubb could still win his first virtual world championship. And nothing would surprise me, honestly, the way this has happened. Right, so we're underway again. Chimpy winning 2 racks in a row. Back to within 3. Got a couple of balls in the break. The 3 and the 4's gone. No shot in the 2, and not the 2, the 1 I should say. Oh, that's going to be ball in hand. Now there's the old trackball mouse that Larry has. It's done him again. No, I mean Steve was moaning at you because you know if you that was a good thing that Steve pointed out. You know, get it into the moving game and frustrating Stubb and forcing him to kick. And I mean, you were going hell for leather trying to run out too many times too often when you should have been ducking and just leaving it awkward for him. You get caught up in your own game there. And I don't know, you weren't thinking clearly. You know, you've got to play to the odds. And when you're trying to push the boat out in that black ball table, it just simply isn't going to work for you all the time. So as long as you've learned your lesson, then that's a positive thing as well. Well, Stubbs got to be kicking himself though, you know. And it just went totally nuts in that last hour. Are you sure it was as high as that, SemiPro? You're giving yourself a bit of credit there. 40%? I think you were lucky to get that. Right, so we might still have a match on here because Generous Larry's doing his best to let Chimpy back into this. Still got a 2-rack lead. Well, balls in the break again. No shot in the one. Oh dear. Well, sleep like a log. Well, he's going to be put back in after that. Oh, that wasn't a push out though, wasn't it? No, he just glanced to yellow. That the one ball, I forgot about that. I was thinking it was a push out. Aye, that's probably more reasonable. No, maybe 15%. But I thought, I said at the start of the match, I said Semi will be ranting already. The fact that Steve muted Stubb and muted you at the same time. I said, oh, Semi will be pissed off at that. Oh dear. Oh, this! I'll tell you, I'm looking forward to watching that tomorrow. That's my afternoon set out tomorrow. I'll be watching that. I've just simply got to watch the rerun, and as I say, I might be able to absorb what happened and find out where it all went wrong. Not necessarily. I mean, where it all went wrong for Stubb is oh God. I was just desperate for the mute to time out by the end of the match. And I was busy still ranting away in the stream, and Steve was tabbed out looking at the lobby, having a laugh at what was going on in the lobby chat. I'd missed all of that fun. Now, is it out behind the 6 ball here, or is it just dink it to play it the short side? Aye, yeah. Well, this should be Chimpy back to within 1. Well, I had picked Stubb for a 13-10 win because I knew most folk were going to pick you as a favourite, and a fair chunk of them did. But then when Stubb gets that big lead, and I'm thinking, well, again, this is all in context. You know, if Stubb played sensibly and protected his lead and did the right things, then there's no way you're getting back into it. Simple as that. But Stubb just doesn't see it that way. He just starts doing daft stuff, getting himself in trouble. And he couldn't see the bigger picture. And then it's like they say in snooker, you know, when you start disrespecting the balls and taking liberties, they never forgive you. Things start going against you. Oh yeah, you wouldn't have had a sniff. You would not have had a sniff. Because those guys know how to win, you know, when they've got a lead. Although I have to say, Albinario is guilty of the odd bit of generosity. But yeah, but if they had a lead like that, they'd need to literally fall apart as well. I don't think even if they fell apart, they could have fell apart as bad as Stubb did. I don't think they could have hit the heights of what Stubb did and what he achieved tonight. Oh, that'll give him nightmares, I can assure you. And what's the worst is yet to come, because I'm gonna rip into him when I see him. I am going to tear him a new one when I see him. Yeah, well, the thing is, you've had your bad match and it's over with and you're still in the tournament, and I'll be thinking along the same lines. Well, that wasn't exactly perfect, Chimpy. Left that way short, 2 foot short of where he wanted to be. Well, suddenly we've got a match at 6 apiece. Larry was 6-1 up, and now we're 6-all, and I can't get to bloody bed any sooner. What did you think of my little song that I did there, SemiPro? Did you watch the video? Did you see it? I found a second AI music channel that actually has much better vocals than that one, and I didn't have time to make one, or I would have done it. My little promo video for the start of the match. Oh, Blind Hog is still awake. I thought he'd have his head in the trough by now at this time. It's dinner time over there, isn't it? Well, the one's been kicked in by Larry, but he's going to have to duck and dive here, or is he going to try and cut the two? What's he going to do? Oh dear, the yawning's going big time. Ugh. Thank God it's only a short shift tomorrow. I've got the big shop to do as well before I get home. Well, Larry's picked out the bank. Oh, he's going to have to pick out another cut here as well. No, he doesn't really want to run into this 4-ball. He wants to miss it if he can. I think he'll be trying to cut this, and is he trying to cut it and drag it away from it as well at the same time? What's the angle like? Oh no, this is horrible. He's got to go thin. He's managed to avoid the 4. That was well done. Did get a bit of drag on it, just to tweak it away from bumping into the 4. Well, Larry's preferring to check the cue ball. He could have let the cue ball run around the table with the danger of the scratch, so he erred on the safer side. But he's going to have a thin cut in the 6. No, he's running down. This is dangerous. Very dangerous. Well, he would have been better doing what I said and run it around the table, because that would have opened up the angle, made it a lot easier. Now he's in no man's land. He's going to have to either bank this into the corner, do a stub and blast it thin cut to get it in, or reverse bank it. I don't think it does it. I think that might cut back. That's what he's going for. And he's not going to get away with it this time, though. Well, I'll say this for the pair of you, SemiPro and Stubb, even though Stubb's not there. You certainly entertained us. That's one thing. The entertainment was for mostly the wrong reasons, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and so did Steve. It was worth the watch just to see that and witness it. Well, Chimpy's at that awkward angle. And he's okay. He regains, well, in fact, he doesn't regain the lead. He goes into the lead. So that's 6 in a row for Chimpy. That's the only thing that looked good, Blind Hog. You had razors prepared, you know, no bloody wonder. Both wrists would have got it. or the Harry Carey, whatever you try, whatever suits you at the end of it. Well, there's a nasty little safety there by Chimpy. Got to watch that side pocket jaw, because that, if you get the line slightly wrong, that's where you're going to bump and get nowhere near the one. And he's avoided it. He's got the hit. Now, how's the rollout? Is he going to get lucky? He certainly is. Larry will be happy with that. You always need that little roll of the ball. Well, now that Steve's not here, because Steve didn't want to know the score, and I don't know the score, will somebody please tell me what happened in the Moscone Cup tonight? Because when I get home tomorrow, after watching my own stream of tonight's match, I want to watch the highlights of what happened tonight in the Moscone Cup. I don't care whether I know the score or not. I just want to know how it went, and then I know what's to come tomorrow when I watch the highlights that will be posted on the World Snooker, whatever bloody channel it is they have. Or am I going to have to go on my phone and find out for myself? It looks like it. It looks like it. I'll do that. There we go. Moscone Cup score. Team Europe won the team match that kicked things off before appearing. Blah 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 blah. That's shit. That doesn't tell you the score. 9-2 to Europe. Good God. Well, at least they won a second match. We'll give them their dues. They won the second match, but my God, they're getting pummeled. Europe only need another 2 points. And I can't see that. Well, put it this way. It would need to be the same sort of result tonight. The same sort of outcome. Europe start doing crazy things if they're going to lose from that position. And we're going to have another tied match here. 7 apiece. Oh, I just hope there's not a lot of L's, ELs, so that I can find this El Matador guy and see what his rating looks like at the end of this tonight. And then I'm off to bed. And I will rapidly, I can assure you, rapidly fall asleep. Well, at least it's going to be a wee bit earlier finish than normal. So got a ball or balls in. And well, it's a thin cut in the one. You just got to watch there isn't a scratch cross side here, because this is thin enough for it to cause that. So Larry's again just making sure that he's not taking that line, but the problem with that is this. And I think he's tight enough against the 4 that he can't get to the short rail just to kick the 2 that way. Aye, well, if he's still in the lobby, then I can click his name and find out rather than having to trawl through and find him on his profile. I can just go directly. So, well, let's have a look at this. Well, this 6 and 8 aren't set. So you've just got to try and get down to a reasonable line in this to make the combo. Cue ball needs to be at least about there. Round about where the donut is. Commentator's eye, that isn't far off the mark. That's perfect. That is very well played. Look at that. We've got 12 viewers remaining on YouTube, 1 in Twitch, and 1 in Kick. So those are the folks that have got the staying power to go the distance. See the end of the final. Now, what have we got here? Well, we've got a very thin edge of the 6. There's no way that's cutting into the side, is it? Oh, I see, when you look at it from there, that might just cut in dead weight. Well, it's going to be, is it going to be pace to get it up the rail? Anybody's guess what Larry's thinking. He's going up the rail, it's gone in, cue ball stayed in the table, and the 7 ball is very much on. That's another good shot. So, Larry's going to be breaking for the match, or are we going all the way in this one as well? Ball has dropped in. I didn't see what one it was, but Larry's on the 1. And the 2 ball has gone. Now, he's got to just get into the table. He doesn't want to go too far left. Oh. Could have bumped that 6 and been hooked here, but he's fine. So, just straight on to the short rail. Now, 5 ball goes into the side. Loads of room to get that in. And, well, I'm going to say it now, Larry, it's yours to lose. All he needs to do is stop the cue ball. He can even run through to the rail. He's checking it up just to avoid the 7. Bit of right English. Now let's have a look at how the 5 ball looks. Right, so he's going to go forward. I don't think he's dropping to the rail. He's going to forward and come out to be safe. That way he's going to cut the 6 in. I don't think he wants to. He's going to roll dead to the rail. Well, you see he's a bit straight, so he's going to leave the cut in the 7. So it's just a dead weight drop in the 8 and roll in the 9. So Larry is going to be this week's winner. It did threaten to fall apart for Larry, but he was 6-1 up. Chimpy got back into it. But Larry's seen it out, so well done to Larry. Well done to Chimpy for getting there. And that is Friday night 9 ball, folks. And also, of course, well done to SemiPro for surviving and getting out of a huge hole. And SemiPro is the one that will sleep a lot better than Stubb tonight. Right, so I'm going to check El Matador and have a look at his... Oh no, I need to go at the stats anyway, don't I? Because aye. Oh no, he's still 1862 overall. I think, no, you know what the problem is? We never even thought the obvious thing. The obvious thing is he hasn't played enough matches to have a proper rating. That's why he's been given his 9-ball rating from his challenge room matches that he was playing. That's why he needs to play a lot more matches. That's why. What, the black ball tournament? What, for your match or the overall stats? Where are we? Now, bear in mind I can't see anything now. What do you want me to check? Oh, your stats, right? Well, we'll do that then. Break stats. Balls in the break, fairly even. Runouts from the break though, Stubb had 4, SemiPro had 1. Break percentage was identical. Break fouls, as far as that goes, 4 scratches overall. Your rating changed, yours changed, but as I say, Matador's rating was never going to change, and we never even thought of the obvious thing. He's just simply not played enough matches. And that's why his didn't change. Black ball stats, Stubb ran 6 racks. So Stubb was ahead in all of the stats, virtually. And then, of course, the main stat there is the big difference in the end, that one. So, yeah, there's always the next day. You need to, forget about that match. Stubb certainly needs to forget about that. Right, that is it, guys. Thanks all for watching. Well done to SemiPro. Well done to Larry for holding out. And I'm off to bed. So with that, take care and good night, folks. And thanks all for watching. It's been an enjoyable evening. And I'll see that tomorrow again when I get home. See you later.